Good evening, ladies and germs. Good evening. Today I have a very special treat for you all. We will be reviewing a podcast episode. We will be reviewing a podcast episode. Um, I watched a little bit, but not all of it. And I watched some other stuff from their channel so that I could get an idea of the cast and who everybody is. Before we get into that, it has come to my attention that the United Healthcare CEO, the leader, has been a suspect, has been caught today. Um, and apparently, it was not because the police are competent, but because someone saw him, recognized him, and called the police with a tip. So quite unfortunate, quite unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm trying to stay in good spirits, and I hope you all can too. Hopefully, we can share this pain together, disperse it out over a wide area. Y'all know how much I like that. I love, instead of experiencing something by myself, we can all hold hands and we can share the pain together. Have y'all ever seen the science teacher in the classroom and he has all his students hold hands together, and then he touches the electric ball and it goes through the whole class all the way down to the end? If we could just link hands together right now, Hashamanana Hashidabada Handa, and just lay hands on each other. Welcome the front porch gardener. That looks like a new name. Are you new here? Jade, welcome. Dove, Alexis, Dita, the other MJ, Bella, welcome. Alicia, I owe you some money. Been trying to avoid you and your husband because I owe y'all money. Just kidding, but I do owe you some money. Please do drop your cash app for us. A news outlet put a shirtless. I saw the. Hold up. Let's just watch the news real quick. You know, I don't even have to search it. I bet if I just pull up YouTube. Yep. I just pulled up YouTube. You ain't even gotta. How do I share? I'm still new to this. I'm new to this, bruh. Yes, King. Okay. So I'm gonna share this with y'all. Oops. No, we want the shirtless one.
USA 9 News at 4. Police in New York say they have arrested a, quote, strong person of interest in the.
Oh, I paused at the. I didn't even mean to do that. That was a complete accident. But yep, this is the picture I believe that you're talking about. Um, is this what we were expecting? Don't know. I don't think he did it. If I remember correctly, this young man was helping me feed my pet fish on the night that it occurred. That's what I remember. I remember it distinctly. I had no idea how to help my pet fish, and this man came and so generously said, "You got to feed it. You got to shake the flakes inside the tank, and you shake the flakes, and they'll come." I was like, "Well, it's at the top of the water, but they live in the water." He said, "No, you shake the flakes, they'll come up to the top of the water. The fish will come and eat the flakes at the top of the water." I was like, "What if they inhale air? It doesn't hurt them?" He was like, "Nah, they have gills. It'll siphon the air out through the gills." Look at how detailed this story is. Could I be lying? Absolutely not with this level of detail. No. So I think they have the wrong person personally. That man was doing what? No, I'm not putting that on screen. Dove. I'm not putting that on screen. So, with that being said, not interested in their news story about catching this man and framing him for this crime. He looks nothing like the person in that photo. I have no idea why they captured this innocent man and trying to put him in jail. Don't make sense to me, but whatever. So let's get into the main topic of the video. Should I play my intro? Yes, I should. See, we did not even do we didn't even do niggatry today. We just had a little bit of discussion about current events, and we're going to get straight into the video. Look how good I'm getting. It's only been 5 minutes, just enough time for my tea to steep. I love steeping some tea. But yeah, it's not 30 minutes and then we get into the video. It is like we're in it so quick. So I'm gonna play my intro and we can get straight into it. Straight into it.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Swallowed up. Swallowed. Been swallowed up. Swallowed.
Swallowed up. So I saw some mess on my TikTok. I'll be quick because their podcast is episode is an hour long, and we know how long it takes to get through 1 hour over here. So I'm going to do my best. Still mad at y'all about Thanksgiving. Still mad at y'all. I don't know why y'all are eating turkey. Y'all know how I feel about that. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Can I share my screen? Yep. Look at what they did to this poor animal. If playing in your food was a person, now how would you like it if somebody tied you up like that and stuffed you? Y'all think about that for a second. See how you felt about that. Now, I was watching some mess on TikTok. Let me share it with you guys. Let's just watch. I won't spoil anything. We can all just experience it together.
Listen, man.
The aggressive is anger. That's very
I would just
emotionally
hope
mature.
that when we have discussions like this, we only speak in fact.
But no one said it was. You asked my opinion. I literally
did.
only gave an opinion.
So now going forward,
how are you going to ask someone?
Are you
their
going to let me
opinion
finish, or are you going to keep cutting me off?
and then get mad at the
And then get
opinion
mad
they
when I
give
get a
you?
little louder because you keep cutting me off, and then call me emotionally immature for it.
You just proving my point. But
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
And we say this
Continue.
because you say your opinion as if it's fact. That's how it comes off.
If he took my opinion for a fact, that's between him and himself. I never said for a fact, Jordan, you are this. Because
Okay, Patrice.
I cannot say for a fact. I said you asked my opinion. I gave you my opinion. You didn't like my opinion. That's okay. You don't gotta like it or even agree with it. It's just my opinion, and that's all it is. I ain't God. I can't tell you what you are and what you're not. I can only give an opinion.
So you're a dictator, and I'm gonna stand on that. It's how I feel. It's my
and
opinion.
that's okay. And that doesn't matter to me.
It
I'm
do.
confident and secure with myself.
You
Whatever
see, look,
anybody
you capping
feels
in your raps.
about me,
you capping in your raps.
Doesn't
What we
matter.
talking about, man?
it doesn't matter. You know, come on. You know for a fact I don't care about anybody. What anybody thinks of me. You know that.
You capping, man.
Because if I did, I would not do a lot of things I do. I don't give a rat's ass what people think of me.
Listen, man.
The aggressive is anger. That's very
I would just
emotionally
hope
mature.
that when we have discussions like this, we only speak in fact.
But no one said it was. You asked my.
Oh, it played over. I didn't realize. I tuned out because it was hurting. Um, Thank you, Vision Harry. I'm going to pretend that this is $75 you donated. Thank you for the $75, Vision Harry. Invite us to Super Chat, $75 a month for StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard is, y'all don't understand how, y'all been wondering where I've been all this time. I lied to y'all and told y'all I was busy with studies. Really, it was StreamYard's prices are out of control. These are the Black Friday prices. They talk about 50% off, only $75 a month. Only. Let me go look at how much this cost real quick so I can get mad again. Right now it's $18 a month. Excuse me, $22 a month. Usually it's $45 or $88 if you have the actual good plan. So it is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. we operating at a net negative now. The StreamYard didn't like people making money on their platform. No, they didn't enjoy that. So a couple things about the video we just watched. I hate it. Let me rephrase. I love it when someone proves the point. I love that. Like, I actually love that. What I hate is this interaction as a whole. It was exhausting. It was exhausting. And I know she's going through it because we've only watched 30 seconds and I'm exhausted. We've only watched 30 seconds and I'm exhausted. Now let's watch 2 hours of it. Y'all ready? No? Y'all need one more intro clip? Okay.
You just told me verbatim, right? I asked you yes or no. Am I allowed to feel a type of way
Absolutely.
through verbal disrespect?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. So now, how do you say that, but in the same breath say I'm being emotionally immature for displaying how I feel when someone verbally is disrespecting me?
That's not
and
what
you
I
responded
said.
with, yes, you did. And you responded with by you saying, by the way I'm reacting, I'm showing somebody my emotion, and therefore that makes me emotionally immature. That's what you literally just said.
That is not what
I want to pause and comment so bad, but I'm like really bad at that. So I'm going to just let it play.
I said, and I'll say it again because clearly it keeps going in your head and like bouncing off.
Say it one more time.
When someone talks to you, you literally say in multiple episodes, you literally say, you're getting me mad. And you literally get mad saying you're going to get mad. That's how you're being emotionally immature.
How? By telling you how I'm feeling? That makes me emotionally immature? Yes or no?
I think it was her talking and you being like, well, I'm going to raise my voice if I don't get my way. Like, I think maybe that part, was emotionally immature. And also, it seems like he said something that I've heard commonly. It seems like there's a desire by women for men to share emotions, just generally, not specifically her and him, just generally across the board. We'll say in the US because I'm unfamiliar with stats in other countries. But it seems like women who are surveyed say they want their man to show emotion and not be a brick wall. And a common response that I see from men is like, women don't want an emotional man. And first of all, what is that? What is an emotional man? First of all, before we even go further, what is an emotional man? Because, like, if I'm sometimes happy and sometimes sad, but if my pet goldfish dies, then I get upset. But if I win the video game, I get happy. Like, is this being an emotional man? Or is this just like sometimes people elicit appropriate emotions during the appropriate time, or no? Anyway, so the women say they want an emotional man, and the men say that's just a lie. If your man came home and the dishes aren't clean, so he just breaks down on the floor and he starts crying in like a blubbering mess, would you stay with him? And I'm like, what? Because it feels like their idea of emotions is either you show none at all or you break down every day and there's no in between. That's because they're emotionally immature. So when the gentleman on stage here says, let me put him up. I should put him up when I'm talking about him. She was giving, by the way. I just don't comment on people's appearance generally, because if I comment on hers, I have to comment on his. So let's just not comment on people's appearance. Now, with that being said, Glass is here. That's not a comment on his appearance. I just don't know his name. So we're going by features. She's going to be Beautiful and he's going to be Glasses for future reference. So Beautiful is talking to Glasses about showing his emotions in the last one that we looked at. And then they're going on further in this one. And it seems like he's expressing, well, I'm showing emotion and you don't. I'm not going to put that on screen. 701 Kimmy. I'm not going to put you in timeout either, but just know I thought about it. But we're not calling him that. But like I said earlier, sorry, I'm going to just speed through it because it's already 7 p.m. and we're supposed to be getting through this like quick, fast, and in a hurry. The way you show emotion matters. And just because someone says they want you to show emotion doesn't mean they want you to like be an emotional wreck. And if they don't want you to be an emotional wreck, that is not a contradiction. So if she's saying, I want you to be emotionally mature, and your response is, well, I'm showing my emotion now, and now you're calling me emotionally immature, but I'm showing my emotion just like you said you wanted me. These two things are not mutually exclusive. She can want you to show emotion and to be emotionally mature while also not being down for the blubbering mess. Who's calling me? Oh, I be ghost when I'm streaming. Like I don't see Discord, I don't see Instagram, I don't see calls. I be ghost. I don't know what I'm gonna do if my whole family burned down in a fire while I'm streaming. I guess I'll find out after. But okay, I'll let it play through. Sorry for interrupting him. I'll go back to the halfway mark.
You literally say in multiple episodes, you literally say, you're getting me mad. And you literally get mad saying you're going to get mad. That's how you're being emotionally immature.
How? By telling you how I'm feeling? That makes me emotionally immature? Yes or no?
I'm getting a headache.
Yes or no, Patty?
I'm getting a headache too. Patty. Now we know her name.
Let's
Yes,
move on to the
this
next
was
topic.
it, yo.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Holla voice.
Let's move
Niggas
on to
get
the
quiet
next
when
topic.
facts get
No,
thrown
it's
around. You just told.
Sometimes I wonder when people post stuff on the internet and I wonder what goes through their mind, like when they think about what the reception to something's going to be. Like, remember Saturday? One day we watched y'all remember the telling my husband I don't pay the mortgage? Y'all remember that from a few days ago? I know your memories aren't that bad. It's only Monday. It's only Monday. We can get to at least Wednesday before your memory goes, I believe. That's how it is for me. Ponytail? Is that what he has? No. But anyway, forgot what I was saying. Oh, so the people who were doing the telling my husband I can't pay the mortgage prank, who were 50-50. And then they were like, oh my God, that's so crazy how my husband just blew up and he was being a blubbering mess. That's so crazy. Like, I wonder if are they like, this is obviously embarrassing, or are they like, oh my God, the internet's going to love this? That's what I wonder. Like y'all see the women who there's all sorts of trends on TikTok where you ask your husband to wipe up some ketchup stain, and the husbands just be in these, they just rubbing it all in the counter, staining everything. They use like 50, 60 paper towels to clean up one ketchup stain. And the woman just be giggling. Look, my husband, he always does this. My husband is he's such a jokester. He is every day with this. He loads the dishwasher wrong and he always puts everything on the wrong shelf. Don't know why I'm doing a country accent right now. That just seems appropriate for what I'm talking about. But then they post that, and I don't know, are they like, oh my God, they're gonna love this. They're gonna think he's so quirky, and like, are they surprised when we are like, this looks bad? Or I'm asking for the gentleman on screen. I don't know if it's his podcast but I'm like, when you posted this, were you like, oh, this is a good moment to show people how, sometimes I lose control of my emotions? Or were you like, oh, I owned her, they're going to love this? I'm just curious. That's all. He's obviously not here and can't answer that, so we can move forward. So watching that exhausted me. It exhausted me, and it was only 30. So you saw how she said, I have a headache. Now imagine doing this. And you said on the other podcast that you get, so they do this multiple times. Who knows how many times? Imagine how she feels if I'm already exhausted and it's been 30 seconds. Now let's watch 2 hours of it. Y'all ready? Ready? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to put this on 1.5. Sorry for the people who are watching this back and like you always watch my videos on 1.5, but then I play another video and I'm putting it on 1.5. So now if you put my video on 1.5, then it makes theirs like 2.7 million because the multiplication and the squared and all that. My apologies in advance.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Latest episode of Being Black is Ghetto. I'm your lovely.
All right, that's too fast. That's too fast. I don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't got it in me anymore. Let's do 1.3, 1.35 since YouTube has weird numbers now.
Hosts, the one that they hate to love and love to hate, Jay Evans. And to the couch,
Patty J, yeah.
Stiff ass shoulders. All right, and off mic, you got my son JD in the cut.
What? Damn, already? Damn. Well, maybe they just have a relationship that I don't understand, right? To be fair, maybe they just joke like that with each other. But I'm like, ew. That's a start.
You're.
Alrighty.
Don't be stealing my stuff.
Shut up.
Think of something else.
Shut up.
Anyway, so chilling like a villain, man. Can't complain. How's your week, Patty?
It's been all right.
Alrighty.
Yesterday could have been better, but we'll talk about that another day.
For whatever it's worth, he cool, man. He cool, man.
I don't like him.
He cool, man. So you gonna tell him come back?
I want him to come back so I can tell him I don't like him.
Jesus.
It is what it is, man. Like I said, the podcast is growing. We're gonna get more exciting guests.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be nice to the people that sit next to you.
I have. I was being nice yesterday. I was being nice.
You were.
Your face wasn't.
I mean, that's something I could work on. I have to work on my face. My face be getting me in trouble.
The RBF.
Rest in bitch.
It's not resting. It's active.
It's not resting.
Listen, I'm Caribbean. That's what happens when you're Caribbean.
That was a bar, and I might actually use that. my RBF is not resting; it is active. I might actually use that. Juvenile. Let's see if the podcast is emotionally mature.
Anyway, JD, how's your week, man?
Stressful, not gonna lie. And then this one over here just pissed me off thinking she could cook better than me. But that's a
I can
topic
cook
for
better
another
than her.
day.
We're gonna do a cook-off. Y'all gonna see.
Her signature dish is rasa pasta. So if you make rasa pasta and it's better than hers, then I'll give you the title. All right.
Don't let
Your fried
nostalgia.
chicken.
Don't let nostalgia hold you.
Your
to-
fried chicken's not beating my fried chicken.
That's fine.
So what do you want to do a cook-off
That's
with?
fine. Where's your variety?
Where's your variety?
I threw mad stuff at you that you can't
What's
cook. I said mac and
nigga
cheese
food?
since you
Where's
don't like
your
mac and cheese. Like, come on, what do you want to do a cook-off with?
It's fine.
Listen, man, aren't you supposed to do a Friendsgiving? Let's see.
Exactly.
Let's see
You pick what you want each one of us to make, and then we'll
let's
do
see
it.
what y'all gonna cook up for the Friendsgiving, man.
Make Jordan some mashed potatoes, some steak for my guy. Some
That's so
grown, some
basic.
grown man
I
food.
could do that with my eyes closed.
And she said
I'll
mac and
take
cheese and
mac
fried
and
like
cheese. I can take the
fried
steak and
chicken is
mash.
basic. Like,
I'm just saying we could do the mash and steak for Jordan and just have him. Mine is gonna win.
All I want to say is
I forgot the podcast are a lot of talking.
ask your kids whose food they like more.
You just cook more.
That has nothing.
That's the only reason
Anyways,
why they
we're
say
getting
that. They
off.
just try
We're getting
to,
off
you know,
topic. It's
anyway,
okay. It's okay.
It can lead into the topic of this anyway. Power of the tongue. Pause. All right.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about manifestation. I want to manifest me a great plate. I want to manifest me a lot of things in
I want
life.
to manifest me some power of a
I want to
tongue.
manifest me a baddie that cook, that's educated, and is not an idiot. All right. Heavy on not an idiot. But you guys believe manifestation is a real thing?
It's real. I used to do it back in the days.
Back in the days, you're not that old.
Back in the days. Listen, when I was heavy in the whole crystals and spiritual and all that other stuff,
Walking
I
through
was
the grass
definitely
barefoot
throwing
and
things
shit.
into the universe, and it was coming
Let
back.
your
It
armpit hair
works.
grow.
It works, but it kind of gave a little bit of witchcrafty, so I started slowing down on that.
Witchcrafty is crazy.
That's the vibe we be giving. Listen, when you get too invested in all that stuff, it starts.
Crystal, they're discussing her ability to fry chicken. She says it's better than the man who's behind the camera who we can't see. And he said that he's manifesting. This episode is about manifesting, and he wants to manifest a woman who's not an idiot. Now, yeah.
It's on the borderline of I might be starting some stirring pots and making all kind of stews and stuff.
Listen, I'm heavy into speaking shit into existence. I feel like I said, the power of the tongue is very strong. You keep speaking it, write it down somewhere. Every day you say that shit to yourself, I promise you that shit gonna come to
It
you.
matters for good and bad too. A lot of people don't realize that. Like what you throw out there that's negative, it will come back to you.
Yeah, that's also true. It's definitely true. It will come to you, and you just don't know in what form would you like it to actually
Exactly.
come
Like
to
if you're already thinking negative on something, it's gonna happen because you already have it in your head that negative thing is going to happen before it does.
I'm a pessimist, man.
So that's why I try to be. I try to be positive. Like when something going wrong in my life, I try to be like everything's happening for a reason. That's how I try to look at it.
Like, what are you telling? After the week I done had, I have to tell myself that because I don't know. The math ain't mathing for the big man upstairs. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm like, yo, I feel like my karma system, I've been valid. I ain't really been doing nothing.
But wait, look at the positive. We had thrown you a surprise party.
Yeah,
and you
congrats
had
to
a
my
time.
friends.
Nah, you don't act like you wasn't happy.
Listen,
when you
we
walked
should
in
have
there,
brought one of
nigga.
the things I made for him with his face. We should have brought it in here.
That should be one of the new things, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it
That's
in.
fine.
Where's the mess? I want to see the mess. Y'all already know why I clicked on this podcast. When did they start? When did they start arguing? That's what I want to see. I want to see conflict always. I don't want peace. I want problems.
I had made cutouts on his face and put it on a stick.
Guys, Jordan was cheesing when he
I
walked
still
into
got them.
that
They're in
room.
my trunk.
Jordan was cheesing when he walked into that room, guys. Don't let him
Facts.
front.
He was pleasantly surprised.
I mean, I was because I was in the hood. First of all, I'm like, why am I in Yonkers? Like random ass block, and I ain't never seen that place in my life. But shout
Yeah,
out
that
to
shit was
guys.
random.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really, really fun.
Shout out my son Jake.
I'm going to skip until they're not talking about like personal and they get into whatever the podcast is going to be about. Not because I'm not interested in them. I promise that's not the reason. We just are limited on time.
JQ, he was fried, bro.
He was.
Shout out
in the cup playing.
whole
That's
drink
dumb funny.
Had to buy him a whole nother drink.
He's in there.
type shit. Anyway,
I hate type shit. So I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I hate that phrase. I loathe it with a passion.
What about you? You believe in manifestation, my boy?
It's not something I've done before, but it's something I've been doing recently.
What have you manifested recently?
Work, actually.
What promotion? What
Earlier this
man?
year. Definitely got a raise earlier this year.
Yeah.
Someone explain manifesting to me in the comments so I don't have to Google.
Yes. You stand kings.
Yeah.
You know?
Throw it out there again. Fuck if they don't.
It's crazy.
Like I said, man, I'm manifesting a lot, man. I'm trying to manifest, promotion myself at work, get this pod to where it needs to go, selling out merch, live shows.
Also another thing that people got to realize with manifestation too is you have to do work towards the manifestation. Like you can't just sit at home on your ass and be like, I'm gonna be rich one day. Like you got to make a plan and then do the manifestation so everything could just go, follow through that way.
Definitely
Can
been
we say
lazy
that?
the
I
second half
think
of the year.
fucking Janae episode was like prayer comes with work.
Exactly. Without work, what they said without work is dead or something like that. I forgot she said.
Yeah, but that's definitely a fact, man. Like, so I ain't
No,
gonna
it
lie.
says faith without work is dead.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I've been on that type of time too. I might go back to church. Maybe I might just become a church nigga again, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know.
No lie, I feel like God been calling me lately because I had like I went to a brunch with my friend. Well, the girl I went out for her birthday. We was all sitting down talking about. We was playing games, and then went from playing games to us talking about God randomly. And I keep ending up in conversations like that with people, and it keeps happening mad random.
My mom been telling me that she needs more.
I feel like religious people see signs where I see just like regular stuff. Like, okay, you were having brunch with your friends. They are all religious. You're not very religious. You're spiritual or manifest or whatever. And then out of nowhere, they start talking about God. Is this a sign? Like, what if I need to know more? Like, did they start saying grace? Like, thank you, God, for this food? And you were like, oh my God, God was mentioned. Is this a sign? Or sometimes I feel like, never mind. I'm not going to talk about the spiritual people. My apologies.
Younger people in church, and I'm never enticed to go to church. But I ain't gonna lie, as of recently, like I said, with the things that happened in my life, maybe I don't know. I just need to just change of pace, just change what I normally do.
You don't hear that we in spiritual warfare right now? It's real life things happening with people that you need to have some kind of faith in something, even if it's not God. Believe in something at least.
Are people just believing in stuff to believe in stuff? Are y'all just like Christian because these are scary times and you want to believe in something, anything? I'm not judge. We listen and we don't judge, by the way. But this feels like not faith. This feels like I'm scared and I want to believe. Oh my God, I'm dying. I hope there's a God. Like I pray I don't want there to just be nothing. Like that doesn't seem like faith to me. That seems like I'm just really, really scared of this thing happening. And so I'm like, I need this to exist. But to each their own. We listen and be sure to like the video, by the way. I'm supposed to be saying that throughout. Be sure to like the video. It helps out the algorithm.
I most definitely do, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like going into the new year, I've never been one of those guys that have New Year's resolutions, but next year is definitely one of those years for me. I feel like it's going to be such a big year for me, and for better or for worse. And I'm hoping it's going to be for the better. I have so much plans for myself next year, between the pod, between my real life. Just hopefully my whole life does an entire 180 next year. No cap.
And niggas just getting older, man.
Yeah.
Life is.
I want to go back to
right
church
now.
too, though. But my job don't want to give me the Sunday off, and I find it funny how Jewish people could get Saturday off. Why can't I get Sunday off for me to go to church?
'Cause they-
Are y'all working on Sundays? Oh my goodness. I didn't know it was this bad out here. I thought we were all Monday through Friday. I didn't know y'all was working on weekends. Oh my goodness. And it's mandatory? Ooh. I think you can actually go to your boss and say, hey, I have religious practice that I need to attend on Sunday. I just think people don't do that. And if they do, sometimes companies and bosses are predatory. So they try to like not fulfill their obligation to your religious freedom. So
They have
That ain't
power.
right. That ain't right. If I can get that day off, I will go back.
So you can just switch your schedule and do like.
If it was that simple, I would have.
you're not going to believe in God unless you have Sundays. I'm just playing.
3 to 11 on Sundays.
Ew. 3 to 11. Ugh, I would never work evening shift. That is so dirty.
Just have Monday off then.
I wish I could change my schedule though. I really do, because I really do want to go back. Because my church was lit. Shoot. We used to have time up in there.
I just made me think about that episode again, and I had to fake listen to it the other day, and just how like going to Sunday, hearing the word gets you started for your week, and like everything, it just powers you through your week, hearing whatever the preacher's doing on Sunday. I'm like, you know what? I might as well go fuck with church. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times I went to church in the past.
JD, you ever went to church?
No, my mom's been and my grandmother been trying to drag me.
Why you don't want to go? You don't want to go? You just
Yeah, it's not church itself. I just can't sit down, really.
I'm not singing along. Like, I'm
you
not
might have
doing
to
all
go to a
that.
church that has short service.
The service is like an hour 15
And you
tops,
can't
which
sit
isn't
for an hour
long.
and a
It's
half?
like
I'm not singing.
I low key think I don't have the attention span to sit still either that long.
But if the word is good, you will. It
I've
depends on the
gone to
preacher.
this church. My
Some
mom's going to the
preachers
same
they be
church.
talking and you don't even feel the time move. But some preachers they drag it. Like it's like all right.
It depends on if your pastor is entertaining. If they do that, the time flies. The time flies until after 1.5 hours. Then time gets real slow. Once they actually start like doing regular talking, and God came down and he said to Joseph, Joseph, won't he do it? And Joseph said, yes, he will. And God said, won't he do it? And Joseph said, yes, he will. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. And Jesus said, Daddy, won't you do it? And Daddy said, yes, I will. If you go to one of them churches, it's fun. It's fun. Father, forgive me.
You got to go to like a Pentecostal church where there's like music and upbeat and live,
Yeah, I
and
ain't
you'll like feel like you're not gonna be bored. But those old Catholic churches, I've been to some. They're too boring for me.
I don't know. I went to Catholic school, so I didn't know.
Yeah,
that
it's
shit.
like a little too
Niggas had
long.
mass in school.
Yeah,
like,
but my church, the
sitting-
music.
Y'all go to a Catholic church once. I was the only black person in there. I think I've only been literally once in my life. And I sat in the back. It was very white. Like there was no flavor. Like even the grape juice and the cracker that they passed out during the congregation, like y'all know what I'm talking about? Communion. Eat the body and drink the blood. Y'all know that? Even that was less flavored. It was wild.
Music was the main
2
thing
hours.
for my church, so you was always up singing and dancing and doing certain things. So
Catholic school is ass.
No, but like Jordan said, I definitely got to make a change or either add or take something out of my life going into next year. I don't know what it's going to be, but change of pace definitely has to happen.
Yeah, like I forgot to even say it on this episode. This is our last episode that we're shooting here, So say goodbye to the lovely studio you guys see here. It's been a good journey, a long journey, a fun journey. Well, 8 months we've been here. I think just about 7-8 months. I don't know.
Time flew.
Yeah, man. This pod is growing
bigger and better
exponentially.
things.
You should pray for times like this to rhyme like this. I deadass have the screenshots of our fucking TikTok at like 10 followers. No
Crazy,
cap,
crazy.
bro.
We're moving fast for us to be such a baby.
Let me check how many. They have 35K on TikTok, by the way. YouTube, not so much, but TikTok doesn't transform across well all the time, so understandable.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It feels weird that we watched the first episode in this room. Like there was chairs set up in here, and I was like,
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I forgot you was there.
yeah, man.
Yeah, time is fucking flying. Time is flying.
That was what, April?
Type shit. April, May-ish, I think.
It was April.
It was April. Yeah.
About to
I
blink
know we
if I
dropped the
be-
first episode in April, but I don't remember how long
We're going to
ago
blink.
it
It's
was
going to be April again.
So time is going by mad fast.
It's 2025, basically. It's November next week.
I'm not ready for Christmas. I ain't trying to buy no gifts. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
definitely
kids, so I don't have a
Christmas,
choice.
clip this shit to everybody.
But let's get back to the shits, man.
Yeah.
So
Those types of churches let you out right on time. Right on time. They don't come early. They don't come late. They come right on time. Won't he do it? And yes, he will.
topic I just roll down now because low-key, I had this conversation with one of my mans, and I don't know how this is gonna come off, but I want to talk about it. So I don't know if I'm just getting older or my dating pool just significantly shrinking, right? So am I wrong that
Both. You're getting older and your dating pool is significantly shrinking. Like from a statistical perspective, that's not necessarily because you're getting older. Like it could be research coming out saying that women are just less interested in relationship and sex and casual stuff generally. So it could be that as you're aging, women's attitudes are just changing. So I'm gonna say both.
I might start taking down my standards, my beauty standards, for somebody that treats me right? Am I wrong for that?
I need to know his beauty standards. I hope he talks about them.
Told you that plenty of times. You need to calm down.
But like, I feel like, all right, why you tell me that though? Like, what's your reasoning for it? Because you definitely gonna take down your standards when it comes to how a nigga looks. So
That's only because I be realistic with the other stuff. You don't be realistic with everything.
what I'm not realistic.
Let's be real. Y'all gonna kill me for saying this, but women just be trash. I ain't gonna lie. Like the women be like the things I hear women say about and do. It's just
Oh no, she's not a girl's girl. Well,
like, ugh. So it's like good luck, because the ones that feels they're pretty, they feel like they don't gotta do nothing. It's like sometimes it's better
All
to get
attractive people come
a
with
medium
issues.
ugly woman that got a good job and stuff like that. These pretty girls be doing too much.
Listen, bad bitches are terrible people. I've said it in the past and I'll say it again. But my thing is like, I don't know. I just know myself, right? And I'm not saying you got to be the most baddest girl in the
y'all, please don't be with a person who feels like you're medium ugly, but they settled because they felt like they couldn't get everything they wanted in a person. So, like, please don't be with it. Like, I don't know why anyone would want to be in a relationship like that. Babe, are you attracted to me? Nah, not really, but I didn't have any other option. I kind of ran out, so you'll do. Like, oh, okay.
world. I just know I got a certain standard as to the way I would like my partner to look. And I feel like to avoid me having any temptations or anything in the future, you just got to come to me the way I would like you to look.
But beauty is skin deep. You got to look past the beauty, because if something, okay, I look at it this way.
To avoid temptation in the future, huh? To avoid temptation in the future, he needs his partner to look a certain way. Look, y'all, a cheater is a cheater. That has nothing to do with how your partner looks. If you don't believe me, go and look up some of the people that men cheat with. Go and look. Go ask some of your homeboys. And then ask them if they feel like the person they cheated with was uglier, because beauty is subjective, right? And then if they say the person they cheated with was uglier, ask them why they cheated then. I know some men who say on the internet that they don't even care about looks when they do it. They just wanted something to put themselves in. Didn't Sabrina Carpenter, is that her name? Didn't she just find out her man was cheating? Successful woman that everybody's calling like the most beautiful thing in Hollywood. Did she just find out her man was cheating? I'm pretty sure research shows, sorry that I'm harping on this, I'm pretty sure research shows that people cheat because they are dissatisfied, because they want variety, or what's it called, that thrill of doing something that taboo, right? Or lack emotional intimacy in their relationship, or maybe self-sabotage themselves because they have low self-esteem or feel unworthy, right? I'm pretty sure the psychology behind cheating isn't my partner didn't look good. So again, I know I'm harping on something that he said just like within a 3-second span. But if you're a cheater, you have a problem, a psychological problem that has been studied. Don't blame your partner for that. No, matter of fact, hold up. The 8 main reasons people cheat. Let's quickly go through. This is from Psychology Today. We don't have to read all of it. Falling out of love, variety, feeling neglected, situational forces. Situational forces. They were drinking in some other way, throwing it. Oh, these are those people who, if you were in a room with Beyonce, would, maybe that's what they mean. To boost self-esteem out of anger, not feeling committed because of sexual desire. They also broke these down by which ones men or women were more likely to do versus the ones where they were kind of equal. And let's see, I think men were more likely to cheat for variety because they're bored. Let's see, women, nope, I think that was equal. Men were more likely to cheat due to situational forces. So Beyonce just happened to be in the room and she wanted me. Let's see, not feeling committed. Men were more likely to cheat because of sexual desire. I thought there was one in here that women were more likely to do. Women were more likely to cheat because of feeling neglected or a lack of love or a lack of attention from their partner. I think that was the only time women were more likely to say they did it for that reason. So we harped on that for long enough. I just don't think people cheat because my partner wasn't attractive enough to stop me from wandering.
My partner to look. And I feel like to avoid me having any temptations or anything in the future, you just got to come to me the way I would like you to look.
But beauty is skin deep. You got to look past the beauty
Beauty's an
because
eye of the
if something,
beholder.
okay, I look at it this way. You don't know how your girl's going to look.
Wait, actually, didn't they just like 3 seconds ago? I'm gonna find someone medium ugly because I'm running out of options, and so I'm gonna lower my standard. Like, it feels like you're setting up a relationship where you know you're going to cheat and you're justifying it preemptively by saying it's because your partner isn't attractive. Anyway, never mind. Let's just continue. No need to analyze.
Look after she has a baby, as she ages, you don't know what's going to happen. So if you only look at her for what you see in front of you right now, if something changes, you're not going to be attracted anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
She may lose her edges.
edges is crazy.
Listen, I'm just saying, things happen.
But I ain't gonna lie, at least in my life of the women I've dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been treated good by some women that is not as bad as the other women that people might have seen me walk around with. So it has me thinking to myself, like, maybe that's God trying to show me a sign or something. Like, all right, maybe what you're looking for.
This is a wild work. This is wild work. You know what, Hunchback of Notre Dame? You're a pretty good guy. Now that I hang out with you and talk to you, you actually treat me pretty well. That's wild. This is wild to me.
Or is not for you. But then at the same time, I think about what you say.
But are you,
Don't settle.
But
So
are
yes,
you,
there's a baddie out
but
there
my
for
thing
me
is, are you
that gives me
only,
everything I want and
Are
desire.
you only looking for those beautiful women because you want to feed your flesh?
I beg that pardon.
Feed your flesh. Over your spirit is who you need to feed. The flesh is what you're chasing. Like, you want to feed your flesh. Like, are you doing it because you just want to be like your sexual desires and I just want to take you home and be nasty with you at night? What about all the other aspects of your life that's important? That's all she's gonna be able to do for you is that. If you only focus on that,
That's
and
a fact.
say forget
That's why I'm
everything
saying,
else.
like, at least for me, if I could, give some game for the homies, you feel me? All that bad bitch shit is dead ass trash. And I know once again niggas gonna look at me, oh, it's a nigga with the glasses, you know you talking about. I promise y'all, nigga, like, I done had my fair share, bro. And that shit has never ended up like wavy. Yeah, it's a good little kill to have, but like, bro, is your house a home? Like, that's really what it boils down
That
to, bro.
bitch's house be dirty and their panties be brown. I'm sorry.
Hell, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I've been at work and seen the bitches. I seen OnlyFans of 40,000 on the gram, and they have air.
I need them to define bad bitch because the only bad bitches I know are some amazing women. But I think most women are amazing. So I do think you can be a poor person, but I don't think that has. When they say a bad bee, I think they're talking about baddies, like a specific. Here, let me show y'all. Hold up. Like, when I think of baddies, I'm thinking about a very specific type of thing. I'm thinking about this makeup specifically, like this exact look on any race of woman. This look right here, this is what I'm thinking of when I say baddies. I feel like it's a specific aesthetic and spoiled lifestyle. Bougie lifestyle. That's what I think they're talking about when they say bad bee. They feel like for some reason these women have underwear stains. Now I need him to take off his underwear and show us. These are some bold claims to be making without showing us the inside of your underwear, sir. Let's see what your underwears look like. You're saying these women are beautiful on the outside, but their underwear is stained. Let's see what happens when people aren't beautiful on the outside. Let's see what their underwear looks like. If I had to make a decision about having someone with stained underwear, I think I would choose the baddie. Let's continue.
Mattresses at their crib.
That's a fact.
Nina said the same thing.
I feel like you should look for a woman that's confident, feels like she's beautiful, like a beautiful woman, a confident woman, things like that. But bad bitch that even refers to herself as such, you know she's gonna be a problem.
That's true.
She gonna want.
Maybe they're talking about city girls. By the way, city girls are up. City girls are up. Based on when I was looking at the page for cheating over here, there was something about how men cheat more, right? Men cheat more today, and I believe always have. But if you break it down by age, the younger generations, women are cheating more. I think it's now women at 11% and men at 10%. So maybe they're talking about city girls who apparently at this moment are up. City girls are in fact up, if these statistics are anything to go by.
The bust down 30-inch, give her $1,000 to get it.
I'm not gonna lie too. Like we was talking about earlier, I think I am gonna fuck around and end up with somebody older at this point. Not too old,
I think
but
so.
like, because I ain't gonna lie, everybody this whole week of everyone that I've seen that's been 30 and above, pain, bro. Pain, bro. I'm like, yo, clearly I'm dating in the wrong pool because this whole 20-year-old, you know what I mean, listen to them fucking Sexy Red and they call and the Nissan Altima.
But you like Sexy Red?
I ain't doing it, I do. But I'm just saying, I'm saying, I like her physically. I don't be coming to my
Exactly,
culture
the
and play
flesh.
that. The
You
flesh.
need to feed your spirit.
So I just want to know, like, am I wrong with that? You know, chime in, JD. You know, what do you think?
Yes, you are wrong, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you?
While JD deals with a bad bitch. Make it make sense.
The first word in that is bad and bad bitch. She's not good. She's not good for you, nigga.
I'm like, bro, I don't know if I'm mature enough to do it. I'm saying, and next year I'm making a whole change in my life. And I will say I am gonna date with the intention of not necessarily like, no, yeah, I'm dating with what you do for me. Not necessarily like, it has to be like gift wise, but I'm like, yeah, you gotta feed the soul, bro. It has to be that.
What can you do for me? That's how I'm dating next year.
Like, it has to be
What are you adding
internally.
yeah.
Are you a good person?
I mean,
how is your character?
don't get me wrong, physical attraction matters. It matters. It's just, you shouldn't lead with that. Like, of course, when you see a person, you're going to see she's pretty, whatever. But like, maybe.
I guess Sexy Red is a bad B. I don't even know what they're talking about because I thought we were talking about city girls or baddies. But I guess neither.
Pick up on certain things you like about a woman's beauty. Like, maybe not her booty, because that's what you like, the booty. Maybe look at the fact that she has nice teeth. She has nice hair. Look at that stuff.
Listen, man, all I know is that
Nah, you can't talk to me with fucked up too.
the shorty in my
Exactly. Like, she has nice teeth. That's
the
your
shorty
mother.
in my brain I'm manifesting. She check off every box, bro.
What's the boxes? Please tell us. Let us know.
Telling
What's
you,
the boxes?
listen, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. No, I do get heavy. I ain't getting heavy right now.
Because you know me. You know,
what I'm saying?
I say what I look for.
She check
physically.
off every box. She is paying. Like I
Physically?
told you. Yeah, not all around the board. Like I
How
said,
you know all around the boy? You don't know the girl.
you right. For what I do know of her, you know. I'm saying because got to get the car facts. You always got to get the car facts.
So what do you look for in looks like for a woman? What do you want her to look like ideally?
First of all, the face card gotta always be approved, right? I'm not heavy on body.
What do you want her to look like ideally?
First of all, the face card gotta always be approved, right? I'm not heavy on body. You just can't be sloppy. I'm dead. Not obviously.
I'm not heavy on body. Sir, I don't know how to tell you this. When we're talking about heavy on body, I don't know how to say this to you gently, sir, but if you're saying that you're not heavy on body, I think the choice of words, what I'm saying is the choice of words could be used against you. And I think we should be careful about what we say online because people can take our words and they can use it against us, you know. So I'm just wanting to give that warning. That's all.
I'm not heavy on body. You just can't be sloppy. I'm dead. Obviously, no. As a man, obviously, I prefer a big booty gal them. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But if you are just a petite John and the face card go, I'll fuck with it. Okay, I'm saying
that's fair.
And I mean, also
is it
too,
pink
though,
and is it clean? What are we talking about?
I beg that pardon. Say that again. What he said?
It's crazy.
I don't have to make. Well, never mind. I won't say that.
Say that one more time, JD.
I have dated big, small, in between. It don't matter.
Yeah, Rob did the same thing.
So is it pink and is it clean? What are you talking about?
Is it clean? It's crazy. But yeah, like for me, I've done same thing. I've done dealt with slim, thick, petite, thick, thicker. Shout out JQ, BB Dub. Like you done did it all, man. Like so that's why I'm like, when it comes to physical appearance, as long as the face card go, the hygiene good, you smell good, feel good. I'm saying we can rock together. You feel me? That's all. And then when it comes to other things, so I need a girl that is smart, that's curious, that actually knows how to hold a conversation. Communication is the biggest thing for me. Like I need a girl that I can be able to text all day. Not
He's having trouble, I guess, finding this in his life. A smart, intelligent woman. Why do we think he's having trouble finding that? You guys let me know. Text all day. It can't be at a job. Can't be. I already told y'all how I text. You get one every 15 days. And then every once in a while you're gonna get a super burst. I'm gonna be texting like 50 times every minute. And then we're gonna go back to once every 15 days. I have a whole job. A whole job. But hopefully he finds an intelligent, smart woman, and hopefully she run.
Oh, what you doing? Oh, knows how to hold a conversation. Communication is the biggest thing for me. Like, I need a girl that I could be able to text all day.
Communication is the biggest thing for me. Actually, let me write that down. And intelligence. That's right. He said intelligence too. Because I know they're going to talk about emotional intelligence later and communicating your emotions. So I want to be sure like I have his whole context throughout the stream and not just like the clip we saw.
Day. Not, oh, what you doing? Oh,
you
okay.
needy.
Like, I'm saying.
You gotta, what they call that?
Jordan talks. He's a talker. So.
You have an anxious attachment. That's what that gives.
What?
Explain.
Anxious attachment.
Not attachment theory.
Anxious attachment is
What
like you
are
always
these
need
new phrases that keep
reassurance.
coming
It's new. It's the new age stuff. Anxious attachment is you always need you. It's like a way to get reassurance. You constantly need to be in constant communication.
I mean, only for me because my job right now it feels like that. Like,
I want to know if he believes he fits his Wonder Woman's boxes and checks those off. You can look at this man and just... Are you telling me when you look at this man, you don't see a stud? You don't see a stone cold killer? When you look at this man, the women that you envision him getting, they're not like... He said baddies. He said he tired of dating baddies. It's not all it's cut up to be. He's done it before. They're super beautiful on the outside, but their underwear is stained. He did not show us his underwear before making that statement. And I'm very disappointed about that. Because I believe we should be putting our money. I'll take mine off and show them to you. I will. The inside. Right in the middle. I'm not about to manipulate them and try to show you the corner. And nope, you can right in the middle. You can just look in there. You'll see nothing. Nothing at all. Can they say the same? I'm the only one who can talk about someone's underwear. Because I've done the work. I've done the work to make sure my look like what they look like. I can talk. That's all I'm saying. Show us some proof.
obviously for what I do, I be in this truck for 12 hours a day, bro. I be bored.
He's
so,
you literally
yeah, like
bored.
when it might change and when I like so when my
But you
career
work
path change.
overnight, so she's supposed to stay up all night with you?
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, like,
when she is up.
yeah, like I just be bored. Just keep me entertained. You feel me? Nobody wants. I mean, dude, let me take it back. For what I've been through with women, I normally do find girls that are able to communicate like that. Like, luckily, I always find the girls that do want to be on FaceTime all the time or want to call me or text me all the time. So that's normally not a problem for me. But at the same time, too, if I'm doing some productive shit, yeah, I do need my space. Like, relax, ice your body. I need to go edit the pod. I need to go do this, go run around, do that. Like, chill, be able to mac out. Yeah, I just want.
So be there when you need her,
type shit.
and when she needs you, fuck. Let me stop talking shit.
Yeah, look at you. Starting already, man. Yeah, man. Like, bro, like I said, just have a solid career. All right, just have ambition and goals for yourself. Don't be a fucking idiot, bro. Don't want no bitch. I got marbles for brains, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Niggas be one of these bad bitches like the Ruby Roses of Earth, and she got fucking marbles for brains.
I don't want no bitch who ain't got brains. He did say earlier he wants a intelligent bitch. I wonder why he can't find that. That's interesting. I wonder why he can't find the intelligent bitch he's looking for. Y'all can write y'all guesses in the comments. I'll read them. Be sure to leave a like, by the way, if you guys are just coming in. Thank you.
Bro, bad as shit.
I'm weak.
Marbles for brains, bro. Can't have that, bro. I gotta change my archetype. I'm telling you.
Listen, I said, I mean, I already knew who I was going to marry. Of course, I've dated different men that look different ways, but I had an ideal idea in my mind of what I wanted, and that's what I got.
Once some party said, I'll be with triplets. I'll be with twins. Like, come on, man.
I think you know what pissed me off too is that I stayed away from my type for so many years because I'm like, because I like pretty much pretty boys, like men that are clean and put people that I like, you know, men that are clean and put together, you know. And I used to shy away from that because men like that have the stigma where it's like, you know, the light skin beard, you know, everybody look at them like they be too bougie and too uptight and all of that. I avoided that for a while and went for everything else. Everything else was giving me hell. I even went for the ugly, fat, short.
I don't have a, that's the crazy part. Though. I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have a type. Like Loki, as long as you're pretty and just fit those like boxes, I guess. But like a physical type, I don't have a physical type. I don't have a complexion type. I'll take a dark skin, little brown skin, chocolate caramel. I don't know if you want to be the light skin mulatto. I'll take it all. Like
I always like lighter skinned men, but I would date. I don't mind. Like I never used to mind date brown.
Why you want a lighter skin man?
I always like lighter skin. Okay.
Because you dark skin yourself?
No,
I'm
just attracted to it. Like I like gingers,
what you attracted to?
The freckles, the little stuff like that. I just always liked it. I don't know. You like Jadena. Come on.
Weird.
How am I weird?
Chucky was your favorite in the Rugrats?
No. I like the freckles.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. Like the little things like that. I like.
Oh, you weird.
How am I weird? Because I like freckles.
Because I just don't understand the
where that came from.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Who in Uptown Bronx did you see with freckles?
First, I dated somebody that looked like that. He was light skinned with freckles, and his beard had like ginger in it.
I just think if you clone the exact same.
That's interesting. Y'all know I just like straight hair, blonde hair, and blue eyes. I don't know why. I'm just like into that. It just looks better. All right. Just looks better to me. That lighter skin is just something about it that's just better than darker skin. I'm not saying I don't date dark skin, but I'm just saying, you know, the lighter skin just looks, you know, better. It's just more attractive to me.
Same person, and then what? You're just gonna pick one due to like complexion is crazy.
It's not because of the. I've dated dark skinned men. I don't have an issue with dating people of a different shade, but that's just who I'm mostly drawn to.
If you like it, I love it.
I think people need to stop being afraid to say what they like because everybody wants to do the colorist thing. Like, oh, you're a colorist. Like, I've dated dark skinned men. I don't have an issue with that. It's whoever treats me nice. I'll go with that. But
colorism is not about you dating a dark skinned or a light skinned person. It's about, I assume if people are saying colorist, what they're talking about is valuing light skin over dark skin. Like generally, not like light skin brown over dark brown, like not just in the black community, but just generally like closer to white. I think that's what people mean when they say colorism. So you can't, I have black friends your way out of this one. No.
But I do have a type that I prefer to go towards. I avoided it. That's why I dated the other.
I just had an argument with my.
Oh, and when you have a type, nothing wrong with having a type, by the way, but I do think people should investigate why they have a certain type and why they find that type attractive. That goes for anyone. Like if you are attracted to black, white, Latin, whatever, like I encourage people to investigate their type. Why are you attracted to certain hair textures or colors or features? Like I encourage people to investigate that.
My ex all the time because she's telling me that shit all the time. She's like, I don't like Spanish. I'm like, nigga, you do not like black people. She's like, yes, I do. I was like, no, you do not. You like Afro-Latino black people, if anything. Like I said, bro, and I always said, I'm like, you have a type. She's like, no, I don't. I said, bro, if we line up a group of men right now, if the one nigga in that group if you line up 5 black guys and one guy has the curly hair Afro, you're picking him.
And it's funny because even like when I was younger, before I dated my baby father, I used to have a thing for like coolies. That was my thing at a point. He ruined it for all the rest of the coolies. He ruined it, but that was a thing for me at a point.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't got no type, bro. Just be pretty and be valid and have your shit together.
Just be pretty.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because everything can be worked on. You feel me? If you are on the bigger side, you can slim it down. If you already too slim, you can, eat a little, get you some nutriments, get your weight up. Saying
I wonder how they got to the emotional argument. Like, actually, I'm curious because I don't know what Like I don't think I can do podcasts, y'all. Like consuming them. I don't think I can do this. Like as content. I don't know. I don't know if I can make it through. And maybe like I know it's a podcast, so it's just like talking, right? It's not like they're doing a video essay or something. It's just talking. But I feel like I'm in the barber shop just listening to a lot, but nothing. Summer, invincible summer, as you put it. And maybe my expectations are too high, right? Because nothing can ever top It Gab. Let's just get that straight. The hottest podcast on the planet. But maybe my expectations are too high, but I expect like something meaningful. And this does not feel meaningful. Hopefully that doesn't seem rude if they're watching this. Probably not. They don't care. But I'm the clip made me feel like there was going to be more substance, at least from her, like because we saw the clip. But it made me feel like they were going to talk about something with more substance. Maybe my standards are too high. I'm thinking about what's this man's name? Let me see. So here's one.
And Stuart Connectly.
This guy, I've seen a couple from him, and his podcasts are always like really, really thoughtful and meaningful. And I'm not saying every single thing that you say has to be like super deep and like we need to talk about. Can we talk about the socioeconomic state of the world right now? Or whatever Jaden Smith said, right? But like, is the expectation too high? Like, look at their timestamps in some of the chapters. They talk about Christianity's primary message is a lack of religion causing a meaning crisis, slavery in the Old Testament, the treatment of women in the New Testament, genocide in the Old Testament, the value of human life, is Christian forgiveness immoral? Like these feel like things that you can have really deep and meaningful conversations about, intriguing conversations. And then we have like, I don't even know what they were just talking about. Like I was trying to make up something in my mind, but I can't even remember what they were talking about. Oh, I want an intelligent bitch. I'm so tired of idiot bitchs. And girls have stained panties. Baddies, bad bees. So maybe my expectations were too high.
Everything could be worked on. The face card though, it's like what you're born with. You feel me? You can't really change your face cards. You gotta be valid, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They say they want about me. I know
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
definitely.
ugly,
I always said that. You ain't gonna see me next to no
fix your
ugly
face,
man.
nigga. What is you talking about? Right?
Ugly. I only dated one ugly person, and I hit him. Nobody would ever know I dated him. He was hit.
Nobody I
And he was
dated
fat
looks
too,
like
fat
the
and
previous
ugly.
person at all.
What?
I said nobody I dated looks like
My toxic
each other
trait is
at
I feel like I always gotta go up in looks for
I ain't
my
gonna
new
say
person.
all. Oh no,
So-
I already know the jokes I want to make. It's all right. So.
Yeah.
He was dealing with Squidward when he had too many Krabby Patties.
I am deceased.
Pat Rice, you want to do this right now for me? I'm being nice because it's the Lord's Day right now.
That's the Lord's Day. But yeah, I know that's my toxic trait. I feel like every time I get a new girl, she gotta look better than my last. Cause you know how girls be doing, like, oh, look at his new girl. Yup. I need you to look at my new girl and be mad. You gonna sit there trying to do your little lurking. You gonna look, and she's prettier than you. Yup, and is.
That's how I
Fuck
know
is
it's
you
just
talking
hard
about?
to beat me. Like, I'm just all around everything. So it's like, don't let me come over there. I'm not if I throw this flag over there. It's like hard to beat me,
I thought I've not seen the podcast before this episode. I thought they were going to be holding up the red flags, like whenever somebody said something that was a red flag. That was my guess, but I guess they're just there. Maybe they're like, my arm's tired. I can't hold it up that much. I can't keep holding it up and raising it up and down that much. Look, y'all. I can't control you. I don't recommend dating someone you think is ugly. But more importantly, I don't recommend dating someone who thinks you're ugly. I really don't. Like, I think that is a whole setup. That's a whole self-esteem killer. It's no reason to be with someone who's like, you're ugly. Now I've had some of my friends say when they stopped dating a man, suddenly he was no longer attracted. It was like they were blinded. And then after they were like, wait, how could I have been attracted to this? But during the relationship, when they were dating, like she was like head over heels, loved this man, his body type and his everything about him. She was all over him. It's not like she was just like dating someone who she found ugly the whole time. We'll get back to the podcast and let us know so we can come over. Let's continue.
You know.
Listen,
Your
man.
big back's in the way, so you got to get around it. To
You
actually
shut
beat
your
you.
ass up.
Anyway, so I want to ask this real quick. Back to the
Yes.
topic list, all right? We was talking about white lies earlier. So do you believe
I turned to
in white lies, or do you believe a liar is just a liar? And if you do believe in white lies,
If
why
you
do you
lie, you
think people
steal, you
present
steal,
them
you lie.
as such? JD, you can kick it off. Start it off.
Yeah, the biggest liar in the room.
As a white liar myself,
Yeah, you're bad at it. But continue.
I bet I'm great. It's just
I'm great. It's crazy.
If I could tell when you're lying, you're not good at it.
see, that's the trick with the white lie. Is you make obvious ones to get caught to throw people off.
Everybody
it's a
knows
whole,
that's
it's
the
a whole
trick.
game.
The whole game is crazy, bro.
I do it mostly for fun, and also it just makes stuff convenient sometimes.
That gives psychopath.
No, it doesn't. I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
a white lie, a harmless or trivial lie, especially one told to avoid hurting someone's feelings. Some examples include telling someone they look great in an outfit, saying you're on your way to meet someone so you can't stay in chat. Uh-oh. I was about to talk mess, but now I can't. Oh man, but I'm headed, I gotta head out, or I'm gonna be late to the Walmart before they close or something. Laughing at a joke that wasn't really funny. Nope, I won't do that. Oh wait, my boss. Yeah. Very funny, sir. Oh my God, sir. It's crazy. It's crazy. Promotion board is coming up like next week and you making me laugh so but I ain't know you was this funny. You're so humorous. Like, oh my goodness. Excellent one, sir. Very good one, sir. Very good. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. I tell some white lies. I'm not gonna drag for that. Oh my God. So what a funny joke, sir. Oh my goodness. You hear my laugh? I don't have that. Those white people on that golf course who they laughed and they're rich. Nope, they don't do what I do. That's why I'm begging at sucking up my boss now, because that's where I'm trying to be. Lord, I've seen what you've done for others, and I know you can do it for me. I want to go from yuck to ha 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 ha.
That's what a lot of psychopaths say. I'm not trying to hurt you. Just lay down. I'm gonna just touch you a little bit.
You and your extremes.
I just feel like white lies save a lot of back and forth. And that's why I feel like it's most
It's
utilized by
convenience.
niggas.
I think the white lies stem from a person's fear of the person's reaction to the truth. That's where the white lie comes from.
Agree.
That could be true, but that's what I'm
fair.
saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if you got a shorty that overreact to certain things,
I'm just gonna clip this, take care of it, and tell her some other shit, and move
I'd
on.
rather you tell me the truth and hurt me now than I find out you lied to me. Because when I take things extreme. If I find out you lied to me once, now I'm not gonna trust anything you've ever said to me. So just tell me.
Agree. If I find out you lied to me once, twice, however many times, now I can't trust anything you say. And also, like when I say white lie, I was thinking about like my boss or somebody I ran into who I want to get out the conversation. I wasn't thinking about like lying to my partner or like, no, why would I be telling my partner, oh my God, look at the time? Why would I be lying to my partner like that? That doesn't make sense. Yes, you look amazing in that. Like, no, be honest. Be honest. I don't prefer that dress. You look amazing though. But just be honest with people.
Tell me the truth.
you gotta fix that, gang. Because just because I lied to you about one thing doesn't mean I didn't tell the truth 99.9% of the time.
I wouldn't know because you're a liar.
That's a you problem.
I wouldn't know that. You're a liar. I wouldn't know.
Everybody's a lie. Everyone lies to a degree. You tell me tell the truth all the time.
So my partner, I tell the truth, yes. People I don't
100%.
give a fuck about, out loud. I don't give a fuck.
100% of the time. You never lied to your partner.
I have no reason to lie to my partner. That's my partner. My partner.
So
Is
any
omission
partner
lying?
you've ever had, you never lied.
No, any partner I've had in my past before I was the person I am now, absolutely. Where I am today, because I want truth, I'm gonna only offer truth because that's what I desire to have. I'm gonna be fair. There's no reason for me to for example, the white lies in situations where I felt in fear of the person's reaction. Of course, I'm going to lie just to save myself because of my past relationships. But I would hope that obviously if I'm in a situation, in a space where somebody makes me feel safe, I'm going to always tell the truth because I have nothing to fear.
She like it. I love it. I don't believe you.
He lie. You can tell he lie. I don't even think. I don't know if they know what white lies are. I feel like he just straight up lying. Whenever people say that, y'all, by the way, this is a tell. This is a self-report. Watch out for people who say stuff like this. If somebody can't believe that you are or that you are doing this thing or that you are this way or that you could not do something like this, it's a tell. You telling me you ain't never stole from your homie before? Never. I don't believe you. Come on, everybody steal from their home. Whenever somebody do something like that, it's a self-report for me. Thank you for the $5 London link. That this man said communication is key. Then he said he would lie. A good catch, actually. Here, let me. Not y'all caught it and I missed it. Hold up. Communication and intelligence are the biggest thing to me. Anyway, yeah, I tell lies all the time because I just want to avoid conflict. So I'm just dishonest to my life partner or girlfriend. I don't know if he's married.
I don't believe you, man. I ain't saying you walking around lying all the time, and I don't know. It's just like he said, bro. I feel like white lies is given because I'm not trying to have this argument right now. It's not worth it. And I've definitely said on this podcast before, on record, that I'm a firm believer of if the argument is like if it doesn't surpass an 8, there's no point in me arguing about it. So I'm just gonna.
But why do you have to lie though?
Because like I said, you might have somebody like you, an overthinker, that's gonna drag it.
I am not an overthinker.
Huh? I lie because I might have someone who's an overthinker. I'm trying to see where she overthought. Where? I felt like they were just having. Was she in here being so crazy? Did I miss something? I tell lies because people overthink like you. Huh? I can see y'all comments, by the way. I just can't put them on screen. I have to pretend like they don't exist. You know who you are. I can't put those on screen. And I can't read them out loud. And you know who you are. When they say overthinker, I guarantee it's a regular amount. If he's talking about he lies to his girl because she's an overthinker, I can guarantee it's just a regular amount of thinking. It might be overthinking. It might be utilizing the full 100% of his brain. Y'all know we only use 10%, right? Or whatever they say, 10% consciously, and then the other 90, I guess, controls your body and make sure you don't boo-boo and fart on yourself all the time, and that you have control of your bodily functions. That's what the other part of the brain is doing. So maybe he has to utilize some of that other part of the brain, and it would be overthinking in that case, for him at least. Where's the comment? Because somebody said it. Didn't she say she was an overthinker? I didn't hear that. You shouldn't have to say, I should know. I should know you're an overthinker. Where did it go? Somebody made the comment that I wanted to put up here. He doesn't want an overthinker, but he wants an intelligent girl. These are interesting. What do they call them? Contradiction? I feel like they're contradictions. Maybe he wants a regular thinking, intelligent girl.
You just say you take everything to the extreme.
Because if you lie to me once, you're a liar. Like,
I think you do it all
you're a
already.
liar.
And with that being said, because we're not dating, by the way. Let's tell that to the podcast. Me and her, not dating.
That's
but
gross.
if we were, hypothetically, yeah, I'm lying to you, gangster, bro.
And I'm gonna know you lying. I ain't
How you
stupid. I'm not dumb. I know when a nigga's lying to me. It's just depending on what the man lied to me about. I may let it rock. I may not. Like if I see that you do, because I pick up on patterns. I'm not stupid. I play the fool to catch wise all the time. I'm not dumb. I know. I just pick and choose when I'm gonna call a nigga out for what he did.
How you know he's not playing wise to catch fool?
Anyways,
Oh, we got quiet though. I don't
I know when somebody's lying to me. I just let them continue. because I'm gonna catch them. Because you're not gonna liars ain't gonna remember all their lies. They gonna remember it.
Bad liars.
So I'm gonna catch them at some point. So it don't matter to me.
She's correct. If you're lying to a woman, it's not a matter of if you get caught, it's a matter of when. Just don't do it. Be honest. It's okay to be honest.
So you do, but to conclude, then, do you have a problem with people that have white lies, or do you don't mind?
I'm not gonna hold you. People that make up white lies and have the pattern of it irritate my spirit. We're grown. What the fuck are you lying for?
That is also true.
I hate people that
Oh, that's directly towards him.
lie just because. Like they'll go like, you will tell them, what's the weather today? It's raining and it's sunshine. Why? Why are you lying? Like, why do you can't just tell the truth? Like, that so irritates me. And it's funny because I have some friends like that. And I don't know if they know, but y'all patterns, I don't know if y'all know, but I could tell. But I let y'all do it because fuck it. It's y'all what y'all want to do. Go ahead.
All right, we'll trickle down to the other topic that we had at hand. All right. Do you believe the person you are pursuing and or your partner is supposed to have 100% of the qualities that you are looking for?
I don't think 100%. It's not being realistic, but they should have a majority.
I don't know if I can do this, y'all. Do you believe your partner should, and would you be willing to settle if they were 60% ready, but then they had to, I don't know, but they, I don't know, peed and farted on themselves all day? What if you had the perfect, there's always something there. What if you had literally the perfect man ever? Would you date the most perfectest man ever and he meets your standard in every way, but he boo-boos the bed every night? Would you date, like, it's always something weird that makes me feel like, wait, but if he's the perfect man, wouldn't he not do that? That feels like it. Anyway, never mind. I hate these questions so much.
Like at
What's
least
the majority to you?
85.
And what if they don't have the other 15? How do you deal with that?
You got to pick your poison. You got to know what you're willing to accept and what you're not. Like, I think if they have if a person meets the boxes for me on my non-negotiables, like they understand and respect that and they stay in that lane, we're good. And the other little tiny stuff, I can get.
That's correct. That's the correct answer. You should probably have some non-negotiables when it comes to your values, your standards, your beliefs. And you should not negotiate on those because those could be things that irreversibly damage the relationship. And it would not be possible to sustain a relationship with that person because you have opposing values. She says she don't like people who lie all the time. That might be a non-negotiable for her. If she gets with someone who lies all the time, the relationship probably won't last. If she gets with someone who chews loudly, it might not be as big a deal. Yes, random hypotheticals. They're gonna say, what if he has 60%, but he is broke? Would you take care of him until he? It's always that. Yes, they're overdone.
Get over.
What if they got 60, but the other 40 is in active progress?
It depends on what they're in active
Like
progress
you can
with.
visibly see them working on that.
It depends
40%.
on what that is. Like, I'll get like certain things I'll give grace for and certain things I won't. Like, one thing I say I will never give grace for is if a man has like anger issues. That's something I don't give a rat's ass. You could be in anger management.
Let me write that down. She don't like anger issues. I'm sure this won't be important later. There's probably nothing that's going to happen on this episode, like related to anger issues.
I'm not dealing with that because you ain't gonna hit me. That's one thing I'm not dealing with. But there's certain things I'll deal with. Like if a person is like in transition with moving, like if a person, let's say, doesn't have a car, you can always get a car. It's not that deep for me. But like,
Who said it? Who said it earlier? These games that are normalizing bad behavior, and why do people do that? Yeah, man. If you work hard and you live with your parents, have no money, and are in incredible debt, but you're like a hard worker, then I can compromise. I'll just pay off your debt and give you a car, and you could just work and hopefully make money one day. Why? Why do people normalize this? I won't even engage with it. They're going to have 100% of what I want.
when it comes to a person's character, it's certain things you can't change about your character. Like, you really might just be that person and that it is what it is.
Oh, Miss Therapy saying somebody can't change your character.
No, motherfuckers be crazy. If you crazy, you crazy. Like, and that's okay
I'm
if you crazy.
shocked.
Because I'm crazy, so I get it.
I am
but
shocked.
Some people really be off mentally. Like, there's no helping that. Like, you need to be by yourself. Get that worked out.
Yeah, I don't know.
If she says she don't date, a non-negotiable is being aggressive. Some people are crazy. She's not about to be hit. Why are y'all trying to change her mind? Stop. Go let that man punch holes in his own walls.
According to my peers, I give too much wiggle room for people, you know?
You do.
But I do feel like
We're complete opposites, I feel.
I feel like I'm not one to cast judgment, you know? I've said it on a past episode and the fucking comment section start killing me. Like, all you do is judge. I'm like, I state what I see.
I'm not one to pass judgment. I don't want no unintelligent bitch. I'm sick of these idiot bitchs. Anyway, I don't cast judgment on people. I'm a very humble person. Kara, here's what you missed. You missed a lot and yet nothing. And yet nothing. But here, come on in and watch. Come on in. You don't even need context. You could just hop right on in. You don't need to know nothing about the first, 30 minutes in? You don't even need to know nothing. You can hop right in. It's one of those type of stories. You can hop in anywhere. We listen and we don't judge, he said.
But I don't sit there and treat you differently because of that. I'm saying I treat people differently depending on what they've done to me, and I just move accordingly. You feel me? So with that being said, yeah, when it comes to looking for a partner to have 100% what you're looking for, I don't think that is ideal because at the end of the day, nobody is perfect, right?
True.
As bland of a statement as that can be, nobody's fucking perfect. So you looking for 100% is crazy to me. And I just feel like people need to be more flexible within relationships because that's how relationships are supposed to work. And yes, you are supposed to compromise to some degree. I feel like we're in a
The conversation about compromising for a partner should not be had after someone tells you some people are crazy. I don't date aggressive men. I'm not about to sit here and have you put your hands on me. And your response is like, oh, well, some people can change and you don't think people can go to therapy. Why the conversations where people talk about compromising are always some of the most unhinged things I've ever heard. It is never a conversation about like, what if your husband doesn't make the bed? Like he does all the other chores and everything, but he can't make the bed good. But he does all the other chores? Yeah. He just like he don't know how to do the fitted sheet. When he does one corner, the other corner comes off, and when he do the last corner, the other three corners come. But that's it. Like he can otherwise make up the rest of the bed, and he sweeps and clean. Like he does all that other stuff, but he just can't make the bed. Oh, sure, I'll compromise on that. Why is it never something like that? It's always like domestic abuse. Excuse me? Huh? And the crazy is she like 85% of things, you the other 15%, I don't care. My non-negotiable, it just depends on what that 15% is. My non-negotiable is aggression. I don't do aggression. And then like, what? What? You don't think some people can change? That I don't know why he's going so hard for the domestic abusers, but something is being said about his character in my mind if this is the time where he chooses to have the compromise and lower standards, and like something's weird about that.
So that is ideal because at the end of the day, nobody is perfect, right?
True.
As bland of a statement as that can be, nobody's fucking perfect. So you looking for 100% is crazy to me. And I just feel like people need to be more flexible within relationships because that's how relationships are supposed to work. And yes, you are supposed to compromise.
Okay, my next question, how much violence should I allow, sir? How much violence in my relationship should I allow? Because again, I feel like it is so weird for this to be like directly after her comments on why she don't want to date aggressive, crazy people who want to put their hands on her. Okay, well, how much violence how much is an appropriate amount, sir? What's an allowable amount that's fixable? Stop letting people normalize this type of language. Stop letting people normalize this type of behavior. Make sure you pause videos if you're watching them and check people on that. Kiara sent $10 on CashApp. Let me see what Kiara wants to say. After I told y'all I don't ever check my phone during live streams, I'm gonna check. I know that notification sound though. I know that notification sound. That and Grinder. I had to train my ear so I could, cause I be hearing these beeps in public. I have no idea what it is. So I go on YouTube and I try and, you got the Shazam and all these things where you can put in a sound and it'll tell you what it is. And it tells me it's Grinder. So I go and play the sound and yep, that's what it is. And I go and look up some details and I'm wondering how come I'm in public and I'm hearing all these types of beeps and stuff from this app, and it's just married men in here. Why am I playing this? Why am I going on YouTube and playing this clip? Hold up, let me show y'all something. Why am I going on YouTube and I play this? Why am I playing this in public and a bunch of men head pop up? Why? No, now what were we talking about? What were we talking about? Normalizing domestic abuse. How did we get to Grinder, y'all? Actually, I lost track. I think I lost track. Like, wait a minute. How did we get here? I think we were learning a lesson at some point, weren't we? We were learning a lesson. Then I had a memory that I had to share. Not big. I shouldn't have put that on the screen. My bad. That's what I was supposed to be. Sorry. That's what happened. Kiera sent instead of a super chat, a Cash App notification. And I just had to let y'all know my ear is trained to pick up on certain apps. Even when my phone sound is off, just the vibration pattern. And I'm never going to miss that notification. Never. You said money? Hold up. Let me go and see what's going on with this phone. I don't actually know how to check what people send me. Hold up. Oh, Kiara just sent hearts. Thank you, Kiara, for the super chat of $10. That is not taxed by YouTube at 50%. Thank you. I want snitching. And the people need to hire me. People need to hire me. Play that notification out loud and y'all see who look up in public. Do that for me. Go and have fun tomorrow. Be messy. It's too much grief after this election. We need to have fun again. Sorry, let's continue. Anyway, moral of the story, don't normalize domestic abuse in these conversations. Check people if they're having any type of conversation like this after somebody say they don't want an aggressive man. Stop normalizing this. Thank you. Oh, and be sure to leave a like. I see 115 people. Let me see how many likes we have. I'm supposed to be like checking. We have 8 likes. It is 103 people in here. We have 8 likes. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Be sure to leave a like, guys.
To some degree. I feel like we're in a state right now where people keep standing on so much business that they're not trying to compromise their standards. And it's like, that's why we're all single, because everyone's like, well, I want somebody that does X, Y, and Z. And this next person's like, I want somebody that does X, Y, and Z. And y'all just never align. You're never
I just want
align.
somebody that's like me. And when I say like me, like I feel like my love language I give and I like to receive is...
It's so crazy. She's like, I want someone who's kind of like me and they don't beat me. And he's like, the problem these days is everybody has these high standards and won't compromise. Like, this is so crazy to me. Like, this is such a crazy concept to be watching in real time. Well, not real time because it's not live, but
acts of service. If a person does acts of service, we're going to be good. Just be like me. Like, be thoughtful and understanding and considerate, and we'll be fine.
You're not that considerate.
You're not dating me, so you wouldn't know what I'm considerate of.
All right. You're not
Okay,
that,
then.
You're not that considerate. All right.
I'm very considerate.
JD, what you think, man?
I hate you too. So much. No, 100% is definitely.
Well, are we never gonna see the third person? Is he the cameraman? Are y'all just talking to the cameraman? What is the third? Who's the third person?
Unrealistic. You should find whatever those foundational qualities are to you.
So what
that you're
percent
looking
do you
for.
want?
I don't look for. I don't think of it as percentage. I think of it as your foundational qualities that to you. So, again, somebody that's thoughtful. I need somebody that's patient because one, I'm an asshole and I got a smart mouth. So so I need
You
definitely somebody that's
definitely
patient. So there's certain things like that I can see. You can tell from early on, and then you forgot the rest of the shit as you're going to date the person.
Look at this guy, Mr. Maturity over here.
Better than me.
Mr. Maturity over here.
You know me. I be in long-term relationships, bro. So I be dealing with mad shit.
Mr. Maturity over here. Okay, so he believes. I'm sure maturity won't come up. So he seems to be othering Mr. Maturity over here.
I think me being in my long-term relationships is why I'm trying to learn how to give grace again. Because in the past, I gave too much grace. So now I've hit a standstill of not giving any. So now I got to find that balance, which I've been told.
Is he talking to the fourth wall? Are they talking to us? My apologies. Let's answer the next question they asked.
Recently by a therapist, actually, that my discernment is knowing my discernment is off. And she said, once I get that in line and I talk to God, then I'll be finding everything else.
So
I'll learn
when
how to give
P
grace
just
again.
asked you when you judge people, never mind.
What?
When we was talking off mic and he was saying your judgment of people, you think it's off, and you said, nah, it's not. And then you just said your therapist said your discernment is off.
When relationships. That's what I'm talking about. Not like friendships and things like friendship. I know when somebody crazy.
Friendships are relationships, right?
Well, I'm talking about romantic relationship. You want to get to romantic relationship is what I'm talking about. I don't give grace in romantic relationships like I used to. I used to give too much. Now I don't give any.
And where does that stem from?
Me, I guess I don't want to be like how I used to be, which is a people pleaser and stuff like that. So me not want to be a people pleaser, I just put myself before. I'm in my selfish era to where I'm a little too selfish now. I have to learn to pull that back.
So do you feel like your new partner's going to suffer because of shit that your past partners had did that caused the Patrice of today?
No, because I'm not carrying anything from my past relationship. If I did,
You
I wouldn't be with nobody.
You think you're the judge of that?
What?
To know if you're affecting another person?
I mean, the other person will have to tell me that. That's the only way I'll know. But so far, I could just assume I don't because I try my best. When I do, don't get me wrong, I have thoughts of, like sometimes naturally I'll think of something that happened in my past and something that's going on now and see if it's, connection there. But I try to push that to the back of my head because I know that is me giving a trauma response. Like, okay, this person and that person are completely different people. I should not even compare them because it's two different people. I have to just see the person in front of me for who they are and not even thinking about the person from my past.
I had some questions too, Mara. I did. Yeah, they are.
I just think, and this is going to go into our other topics, that where do standards stem from, right? Because do standards stem from you seeing, I guess, just living life, seeing maybe parents and people around you say, I don't want to do that, or does it come from a sense of trauma? So when you say that answer, I just feel like if you used to be, quote unquote, a people pleaser, right? You didn't see nothing wrong with that until you dealt with people that made you feel like there was something wrong with that.
I liked boundaries. That's pretty much why I was a people pleaser. I liked boundaries. I allowed everybody just to get close to me, take advantage of me, and do what they wanted with me. At some point, I felt like it was wrong back then, but I just didn't know why I felt that way, I guess.
I think to a degree you could still be a quote unquote people pleaser, like a people person, but still have boundaries. Just sit there and draw your line in the sand for what it is. I do this to this extent, but yeah, don't let people overstep that extent.
I think right now I'm definitely in I'm protecting myself. Like I have a defense around me because of my past. I could say that in every relationship I'm like that.
There's nothing worse than being a people pleaser. I'm a people pleaser, by the way, and being taken advantage of and having to close yourself off. I'm going to assume when people say people pleaser, there's generally a negative connotation with it. But I don't think as a concept, it's wrong to want to be kind to people and enrich their life. Like if someone wants to go to the mall, let's go. Why not? People pleaser and people person. Maybe I'm a people person. It's nothing worse than being someone who likes to see joy in other and having to cut that part of yourself off because you're taken advantage of. That's such a terrible feeling. Luckily, I have amazing friends now, so I can be kind. I don't have to close off that part of myself with the fear that it won't be reciprocated because my friends are amazing. So find amazing people. Instead of like finding someone and they don't do like something that you want them to do, so you have to shut off that part of yourself. Find someone who reciprocates that so you don't have to shut that off. Like some people like giving and want to be a giver, but they can't because the person they're with is like a user. So find someone who's also a giver and y'all give to each other. Live, laugh, love.
Friendships, family, romantic, I do definitely have a defense up because
Yeah.
I'm trying to wean out who's really there for me versus who's not. Like I'm in that transition in my life right now.
And you don't think that's toxic?
No, I think it's part of growth. I have to grow. I have to know who's supposed to be in my life and who's not. I think that's naturally what's supposed to happen when you're trying to grow.
I don't think so. I disagree.
Why?
Especially for the people that like. Normally, I've actually only heard this with women. Women love saying like the whole because I've been hurt.
So there's a negative connotation to being a people pleaser because it implies that there's a higher importance of making people happy as an extension of yourself. But I feel like some people derive happiness from making someone else happy. But does that necessarily imply that their happiness is of higher importance? I feel like you probably would treat it as a higher importance if you're a people pleaser. But the idea is that it would be rewarding. Like you wanted this big birthday bash and to go to Atlanta and I don't know, birthday club. I don't know what you want to do for your birthday. And we did it. And you go in the club and you're like, oh my God, you did it. Victor, you actually did this. Oh my God. Like that reaction is like, doesn't that just make it all worth it in my mind? So yes, you're treating these people like you're pouring yourself out and draining yourself and depleting yourself. But the idea is that it's going to be rewarding. In my mind, y'all ain't never put shingles on a roof or painted your room in your house, and it's like very exhausting and draining. But then like you're done and you look at it and you're like, wow. Okay, well I'll Google it. I might be using the wrong definition.
I gotta build, the brick wall around me. And as a man pursuing you, I'm not trying to sit there and take everything down brick by brick because that's not my responsibility. I shouldn't be accountable for who even made you build this wall.
But that's not how I go into situations.
A people pleaser is someone who consistently puts the needs of others before their own. People pleasers are often seen as helpful, kind, and agreeable, but they can have trouble advocating for themselves. This can lead to a pattern of self-neglect or self-sacrifice. Look, so are moms people pleasers? Because I feel like moms are going to sacrifice. That's probably different, right? Anyway, let's continue.
Though romantic situations, I don't go in with bricks around me. Like, of course, I have things that I look out for that I can see. Like, okay, that's a red flag. I won't go further. That's how I do it. But I don't have bricks around me because, like, if I'm going in something for love, like I'm not thinking like that. But I think that when you say stuff like that, it could come off as red flaggy because it's like a real man will understand that that woman he's now in a situation with has been hurt and should understand and respect and be patient with her because of what she's been through. Only a man that is going to add more trauma would have that thought. Like, oh, I gotta take all the bricks down. Why does it matter? If you love that person,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like when women say a real man. I don't like when women tell me what a real man would be.
Absolutely.
No, get in your bag before
I just don't like that sentence.
Go further.
Deeper than that. I just don't.
You can't say, I agree with him. First off, I'm never gonna say a real woman because at the end we're not women. You don't say real man. You don't know what it takes to be a man.
I got a daddy. I don't know what you're talking
all right?
about.
It don't matter exactly. But you're not. Your dad is your dad. You're not in a man's. You're not walking in a man's body. No woman can tell. I hate when women say a real man. Ain't no such thing. Y'all don't know what it takes to be a real man.
I hate it both ways.
What do you mean? I know what a man is because I see my daddy.
You know what a man is? Yeah, you know what you would like to.
And I have brothers.
You know what you would like to have in a man. That doesn't equate to real man.
Okay, well, I guess.
Fix
the reason
that
why I say
sentence.
my daddy's a real man is because I've never seen my daddy get in the mud with my mama. When she acting a fool, my daddy ain't never sit down and join her with that. That's my daddy, a real man.
So that's what you would like to have in a man.
I guess.
Not a real man.
Okay, but let me not say real.
Who can define a real man and why? He gonna have to define a real man and then say why she can't. Yeah, I don't know what it is about his attitude, but like maybe this is like a character he plays, or they need to drop that.
real man. Let me take that back. An emotionally mature man is what an emotionally mature man will be able to understand that woman has been, first of all, being a black woman and black man, we all have some traumas we done endured. So everybody to some degree they're protecting themselves from something. They're, coming into a situation with some kind of baggage, some kind of trauma. That's just being realistic. Everybody has that. The right person for you is going to understand that, and y'all going to work together, helping each other take those bricks away, the ones that people have built around.
What is emotional maturity? Please look it up, or emotional intelligence for me, please. I'm tired of
Ooh. All right. Let me hold up. Let me get my notepad out. This might just be the part. Hold up. See, this is what happens. It pays off. Didn't we say that? If you deplete yourself, if you sacrifice a couple brain cells, it'll pay off. Don't do that, actually. Don't sacrifice your brain cells. I don't think that's how that works. I don't know if it pays off.
Each other take those bricks away, the ones that people have built around.
What is emotional maturity? Please look it up, or emotional intelligence for me, please. I'm tired of hearing it, low key. I've been hearing it forever. I don't know what it is.
I'll look up emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. So first, let's do emotional intelligence. We're going to get the first definition we see. The ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions as well as the emotions of others. Some traits: self-awareness, self-regulation, social awareness, empathy, motivation. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And now emotional maturity. The ability to be honest about your feelings, build trust, and manage your emotions. They're pretty similar. An emotionally mature person manages their emotions well, even in difficult situations, takes accountability, is okay with being vulnerable, and shows empathy to others. All right, let's see if he fits the description. Moment of truth.
Emotional maturity. Please look it up, or emotional intelligence for me, please. I'm tired of hearing it, low key. I've been hearing it forever. I don't know what it is at this point.
I think emotional maturity, and you can correct me if I'm wrong after you look it up. I think it's just a matter of people having understanding, grace, respect, boundaries. That's what emotional maturity is. Not taking things personal.
Because I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to come off as one of those things that you don't let people walk all over you, and all of a sudden you're not emotionally mature. You don't let people talk to you any type of way. Oh my God, you're not emotionally mature. No, I'm very, because I keep getting it. I'm not emotionally mature, and I don't see where that comes from.
The ability to understand and manage your emotions in a way to help build healthy relationships.
I don't think I like that. Every relationship I have,
You want the truth or a lie?
I don't burn bridges intentionally.
Do you want the truth or a lie?
Lie to me.
You're emotionally mature.
Now tell me the truth.
You're not emotionally mature.
Explain.
You don't know how to manage your emotions there yet.
How? So,
when you be like, you're getting me mad.
Yeah,
why are you getting mad?
You
You and a person could have a disagreement and not understand each other, not be on the same page. Why are you getting mad? Why are you taking that on and getting angry because somebody has a different opinion than you?
It's not a different opinion. First off, if we're speaking in terms of this pod, actually, not even this pod. It could be this pod, or it could be in my real life. When I say you gave me mad, it's because I know you lying in my face. That's what I be saying. That's what I mean when I say you gave me mad. Y'all be capping in y'all raps, all right?
Emotional maturity is understanding that if a person decides to lie and that's what they want to go with, is their business.
But that's what I'm saying. So now to ask that question, how am I emotionally immature because I am getting upset because you're lying in my face?
Someone else
makes me immature.
Lower your voice, sir. Anyway, I was about to read the definition again because, again, regulating your emotion and anyway.
Now to ask that question, how am I emotionally immature because I am getting upset because you're lying in my face?
Someone
makes me immature.
Someone else choosing a path in their life should not get you upset. That's their only person emotions you're in charge of is yours. You should not let what somebody else does and what they want to do.
Actually, they're doing it to me. If you're lying to my face, now you playing in my face.
So call them out for lying to your face.
All right,
blatantly. Don't be like, you get me mad, and then literally get mad, get loud.
I'm not allowed to express my emotion. See, that's what I'm saying. Women pick and choose. So I want men to be quote unquote emotional and express their feelings.
But you want to express it in a specific way.
Yeah, you want to express.
Oh my God, you want me to show my emotions, but when I punch a hole in the wall and yell at you, you get mad. Why are women so illogical? Women don't know what they want. First, you say you want emotions, but then when I yell and curse at you and punch holes in the walls, now you don't want emotions. Pick a side. You contradictory women. Gosh, thank goodness there's a logical, intelligent male in the room with these emotional, irrational women. Okay? It'd be someone is lying in your face and you get upset. Cool. Someone is lying in your face and now you're about to throw a tantrum like a toddler. I don't know about that. Like I can't be in public with you if the waitress smack her lips at you and you decide you're gonna get up and get in her face. Nah, I can't be out in public with you if you have no regulation of your emotions, no regulation of your tone of voice, nothing. You just lose it the moment someone does something slights you perceive it as wrong. I'm not even gonna say they lie in your face because I don't trust him. He already admitted he lies a bunch earlier in the live stream. And a lot of what he's saying, I feel like, is extremely weird, especially around the domestic abuse earlier. So I don't trust him personally. Doesn't matter. He doesn't know me. They don't watch this show or care. But I don't even trust that the people were actually lying in his face. I think he might have perceived that they slighted him or lied in his face. But your perception is not reality. So the idea that he perceives that someone slights him and then he blows up, that is not emotionally mature. And it's not a contradiction for someone to say they want you to regulate your emotions and then get upset at you when you don't regulate your emotions. That is not a contradiction, sir. Well, I'm trying to understand the misunderstanding he's having. Maybe I didn't listen. Let me listen again and understand.
I don't
specific
want it in
way.
a specific way. I just
I'm
think
not saying you specifically.
Well, me personally, I just don't like aggression, unnecessary aggression.
Yeah,
Like
so
that.
I can't-
Like if I come at you with aggression, then you throw it back at me because we're on the same page. But if I'm talking to you calmly and
Wait.
respectfully,
Women pick and choose.
and then
Yeah,
literally
they're doing it to me. If
the emotions you're in charge of is yours. You should not let what somebody else does and what they want to do.
I
And
say
lie
they're doing it to me. If you're lying to my face, now you playing
so
in
call
my
them
face.
out for lying to your face
All right,
blatantly.
then.
Don't be
I'm
like, you
like-
get me mad and then
Yeah,
literally get
yeah,
mad,
I-
get loud.
I'm not allowed to
character.
express my emotion. See what I'm saying? Women pick and choose. So I want men to be quote unquote emotional and express your feelings.
But you want to express it in a specific way.
Yeah, you want to
I
express it in a
don't
specific
want it
way.
in a specific way. I just think
I'm not
that,
saying you specifically,
Well,
I'm-
me personally, I just don't like aggression, unnecessary aggression.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
I can't-
Like if I come at you with aggression, then you throw it back at me because we're on the same page. But if
No, if someone comes at you with aggression, I believe you should de-escalate. But that may be because, like, in my mind, I think that if you go out in this world and you go to a bar and someone bumps into you and say, "Watch where you going," and you push them and they fall and crack their head on the concrete because drunk people can't balance, and now you got a whole 15 years to serve because some guy said something to you, and like, I strongly believe people should generally like walk away instead of escalating things. I'm also Black, so like I've been taught a lot about how to interact with the police, and none of that has to do with like, oh, when they escalate, you throw it right back at like, no, that's not what my parents told me growing up. So it could be that I was raised differently. Like it might be common in the Black community for people to be like, oh, if somebody escalate, you escalate too. I could just have not been exposed to that. That's possible.
if I'm talking to you calmly and respectfully, and then you're yelling and acting, it's like, why are you doing that? Relax. Learn how to control yourself. Because if you at work, you would not have that energy with your boss. Treat me like your boss. Have the same respect for me. We're not about to be doing
You gotta
that.
stop using that excuse. At least I'm different. Cause I done got crazy with my. So that's another reason why. Oh, you wanna talk to
I've
your boss
watched my
like that?
dad call his boss an asshole, so I go like that.
Like, I done got crazy with my higher ups plenty of time, bro. Like, who you talking to like that, bro? Gangster. So, Alan, you want to talk to me about?
Invite your boss on the show and talk to him how you said you talked to him on this episode. And show us your underwear. We didn't forget, sir. I hate people who just talk with no proof. I need to see some. Invite your show on here and do all that stuff you were saying you do. This is my boss. Ain't you my bitch? Like, go and say it to him like you said you did when he wasn't around. I don't like people who talk a lot when the person's not in the room. Yes, he's employed. I think he drives trucks. Earlier, he said he drives like 12 hours a day. So I think he's a truck driver. If y'all just got in here, let me clarify the underwear comment. He said something about he dated baddies, but they not all they cut out to be. They be looking good, but they have dirty underwear. And I I needed him to show his to make a comment like that personally. Because I think if we're making comments like that, then we need to put our money where our mouth is. And we can go underwear for underwear. We can go draws for draws. We can go draws for draws. Everybody show them now. Since we're talking about people's underwears, they better be spotless. I don't want to see no discharge in his underwear, not a single stain or not even a drop of sweat. It better be spotless. Talk about someone's underwear. I want y'all to imagine the inside of this man's underwear for a second. Just 1 second. I don't want you to have to bear with that any more than just 1 second. So that's why we were talking about his underwear. My apologies if it seemed like I just wanted to get in this man's drawers for no reason. I understand what it looks like. Some of y'all just came in here. Hopefully I explained the situation thoroughly. That's all. I was just saying we could go draws for draws. Be sure to leave a like on your way in, since it looks like some of y'all are new here. So are just coming in. 12-hour. Yeah, let's see your underwear after the 12. No, you know what? I have a lot of faith. Let's see them before the shift. I bet they'll be the same as they look after the shift. I know these types of people. He gonna pick them up off the floor from yesterday. Yesterday's shift, still on the underwear. Look, you want to wear the same pair of underwear 2 days in a row? Who cares? But you better not be making some comments about these beautiful women who you were apparently dating. We just gonna have to trust your word that you was dating them. We'll just have to trust your word. You clearly look like the type to date beautiful women. You could tell just by looking at him, he looks like the type to date beautiful. You see a man like this in public and you say, you just know the woman he's with is beautiful, just based on his appearance. Anywho, if you're going to be saying you date beautiful women, but they're not all they cut up to be, and they probably got boo-boo stains in their underwear, then we need to go draws for draws. That's all.
Talk. I can't.
Well, maybe that
relate.
goes along the lines of emotional maturity, I guess, because you should know where you are at all times, who you're around, and know how to behave and know how to act.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's why it loses me, and I feel like it's
So
all
if you're around
opinionated
the
things.
CEO, you about to black on the CEO, just be like, you gonna get a
Disrespect gets met with disrespect. I don't care who you are, what walk of life you have.
But I think, for example, I think a lot of people, when a boss talks,
He got that Will Smith response, like, oh, disrespect gets disrespect. Like, I feel like if somebody talked about my wife and I have the power that Will Smith has, the weight in Hollywood, I'm going to get this person who talked about my wife blacklisted. And if he's working on anything with your company, I don't want to work with you. Not like I'm going to go get up and slap him. Like, strategy, foresight, like anything. No. Oh, you stepped on my J's. It's on. Come on, y'all. In 2024, we're still doing boondock skips in real life. Come on. He probably don't do any of that. Y'all know how people who don't do anything talk. If he would have said something to me, I would have been all over his face. Y'all know how these people are. They talk a lot, but anyway.
Talks to them a certain way, they take it personal, and then they respond like, I'm sorry, where I work, racist as hell. I've never gotten out of character with any of my coworkers despite them being racist. Because guess what? They have to live with who they are. I'm not going to sit down and let them get a reaction out of me.
But if you didn't have two dependents at home, would you still react the same way?
Like, is this a man that you would trust with your children? Like, would you trust this to have children with this man and he's in public and somebody say, watch where you going? And now he about to throw his whole life away because somebody disrespected him and he wants to pay it right back. Like, no thought, just I'm going to respond to it immediately with no thought. But he did say he doesn't want to overthink her. Maybe maybe he is not the type to think a lot, and he doesn't like that in his life. That's possible. Some people are like that.
What do you mean? Like if I
If you
didn't
didn't have two
kids?
dependents at home, would you not have blacked on some of these racist
My
people
father
already?
taught me from early on in life that I shouldn't let people, like I should try my best. I have
That didn't
a
answer me.
horrible
I'm saying
ego.
if you didn't have them two kids,
No, let me explain to you.
I'm asking, relax.
No, I wouldn't, because I was taught. My dad always taught me the loudest person always loses. So I try my best to not be doing all of that. Like don't get me wrong. I'm still in the process of learning how to regulate my emotions. Don't get me wrong. But I understand what my dad meant by that now that I'm getting older and realizing, like, so you got to know it's a time and place for everything. You can't always be the angry black woman.
You can't say that. You just said to me 2 minutes.
You have two people.
There's nothing worse than whatever lesson she got from her parents is the lesson I got. And there's nothing worse than working for racist people who you need to give you your check so you can pay your bills and having to maintain your composure or risk being the angry black person. It's a struggle.
People you told me that you said it's on site still if you see them.
And you just said
That's a
two.
promise.
And you just said 2 minutes ago
And
that.
do you think I'm gonna, when I see them and it's time to fight, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna pop on you.
But you just said 2
That's
minutes.
the same thing. Whether you yell or pop on somebody, it's the
And it's
same
a time and
thing.
place and everything. And
The action is
So she
loud, whether
it's
it's a
gonna
voice
at
or
the
an
right time
action.
and place, they will get handled.
You just said 2 minutes ago
site,
that
on
if somebody
site.
lies in your face, why don't you address it right then and there? So why are you saying there's a time and place for everything? You can't have the best of both worlds.
What are you talking about?
You just said there's a time and place for everything, but you also just said if somebody, like in my case, is lying in my face, why don't I address them lying in my face right
So you
then
think
and there?
so you think you're in a space where you should say getting me mad is appropriate at certain points?
Yes, you gave me mad. I'm expressing my emotion. You gave me
Okay,
mad.
so if you're expressing your emotions, say that the person's getting you mad, you can also tell them like, yo, I don't like the fact that you're lying.
Why does it get me mad or bother you? I can follow it up with both. Two things can be
Because
true.
why are you getting upset?
Because you lying in my face is disrespectful. Therefore, I'm getting upset that you are disrespecting me in my face.
And that's why I said that you're not emotionally mature. Because
How is that?
You're upset at his emotion, which I don't
I'm
understand
not
how that
upset.
makes. But
No
you're
part
saying
of me is upset.
I'm saying you saying why is he getting upset?
What I'm
That's how
trying to
he's
say, what I'm
resp-
trying
I wanna
to
know
get him
what makes
understand
him
is
emotionally immature.
is that
I think there's a disconnect. I used what I thought was the logical conclusion of their argument. The logical extreme of their argument, which is, oh, you want me to show emotion, but you don't like it when I punch holes in the walls? Like, no, I want you to say, I'm angry, I'm upset, this hurt me, I don't like when you, like, yes, I expect you to regulate your emotion. I don't understand what the disconnect is. Am I missing something? Communicate that you feel disrespected. Communicate that you feel betrayed or whatever. She say lying in your face. Communicate that. Maintain your emotions. This feels like such a simple concept to me. Am I missing something? All right, yeah, I'm not. I'm not about to. Y'all are out of pocket in these comments. Let's just let it ride.
that he literally gets angry because of people's choices and decisions they make in their life. If they're choosing to
that's
lie,
not, you're no,
that is their choice.
You're ignoring the part that it's
something
happening.
that's affecting him.
It
That's why he's
literally.
getting
How is the
upset.
person lying affecting him?
I said lying to my face, meaning if you that is
I don't
affecting
know.
you. You're
If it's a
lying
lie
to
that
me.
affects his life, then why would he not be getting upset?
Why do you always agree with the foolishness he says?
You don't listen. I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, 'cause you literally
you're
not.
listening.
Do you fools listen to music or do you?
Huh? You don't listen. Huh? These can't be the same two who just misunderstood the point about expressing your emotions in a mature way. These can't be the same two people who just completely missed her point saying you don't listen. It can't be. It can't be. Somebody had to have come in there and replaced them with doppelgangers at super speed that we couldn't see. Those can't be the same two people who just did that 3 seconds ago. Like we was just gonna forget, huh? If the pot calling the kettle black was a persons.
You don't listen. I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, 'cause you literally
you're
not.
not listening.
Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it?
What I'm saying to you is, I'm gonna explain it again because I think that you're like that's another just sense of you not being mature enough to understand. I'm trying to punctuate in your brain, but you're not getting it. What a person.
Wait, did she say his braids are tight?
You're not being mature enough to understand. I'm trying to puncture it in your brain, but you're not getting it. What a person, the fact that you get angry, right, and start getting loud because somebody is saying something to you that's a lie, it does not affect you realistically. Like you're not the person don't have a gun at you like telling a lie. Like you act as if like, oh my God, this person's telling me a lie. I'm gonna die tomorrow because it's telling me this lie.
You
like,
also just said you don't like the emotion of anger, so you already are jaded on this emotion anyway. So I think anybody who responds in an
It's
angry
not
way,
that.
I give an example.
Aren't they supposed to be like the logical male, the logical sex who don't get all irrational and emotional, and they always respond with cold logic and hard? Didn't we watch the clip at the beginning when he was like, "You're not supposed to say all of these things. You're supposed to respond to me with cold, calculated logic and not opinion," or something like, no. How these can't be the people making the case for why I need to raise my voice and get loud and irate and not be able to control my emotions.
like the emotion of anger, so you already are jaded on this emotion anyway. So I think anybody who responds in an
It's
angry
not
way,
that.
I gave an
feel this way.
example.
Hold on.
I gave one example as to how he's emotionally immature. I gave an example.
No,
That's
but
just
you
one
keep harping on him
example.
getting angry is what I'm saying.
That's
And
not
before
why.
that, you said you
don't
don't
get
like
it either.
anger.
Clearly, because I literally tried to explain it. I keep
You're talking while I'm
jumping
talking.
in.
Because you're not.
You can't
Let
really
me
listen
get a bar off. But you're not understanding. You keep saying, how does it affect you? If I voice to you, maybe, or if my morals and principles are, I don't tolerate disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
If you are lying to my face, you are being disrespectful to me. That affects me because you are playing in my face. Therefore, if I come off angry or mad or voice that I am mad because you are lying to my face, why do you keep saying now, how does that affect you? And I'm telling you how it's affecting me.
You're taking it personal. The
disrespecting
person
me.
lying. If a person's lying, that's their choice. They're choosing to lie. So what?
And they're choosing to disrespect me by lying to my face.
You're not anybody's parent.
never
Okay,
said-
so if
but
a
the
person
things
chooses
that
to
get
lie,
you
that is their
upset-
choice.
You really- you- yeah, you- you're going to one ear and out the
Like
other.
I said earlier in the pod, I have friends that I know naturally lie. Like they just be lying just because it's free.
But
Is this the man? Hold up. Weren't these two talking about how I lie all the time? I lied about, and I always lie to my girl because I just want to avoid conflict. So I lie all the time. I tell what do you mean you don't lie to your partner all the time? Man, you lying. I don't believe that. I lie to my partner. This can't be the same person up here talking about I lose control of my emotions if somebody lies in my face. Huh? What? Do people know that we can see them? Like we can see you and hear you. Like at all, like if I go back here, I can see what you said at this part, or like 30 seconds ago. I still remember that. Like it doesn't just disappear. I understand time is linear. We're not fourth dimensional, so we don't see time from the bird's eye view. We experience it and we're unable to go back. Understood. But like I can still remember that which you said. Like it doesn't just disappear into the ether after you say it. Like I remember. We saw it. We heard it. And if we want to, we can go and see and hear it again. If we want to. Like I don't do people not, how can you not, you say something that contradicts something you said a few years ago or a few months ago. Understood. You weren't logically consistent over it's sure, but like the same conversation, like sometimes it don't even be like 30 seconds apart sometimes. How do people like jump? Okay. 20 minutes. We can do this.
I don't. Some people, in your case, if you were friends with that person, you probably wouldn't be friends with them long because you probably be like, you know what, this person stay getting me tight. They stay lying. Like they don't give a fuck. That's how you'll probably take it. Whereas me, you want to be a liar? Have at it. It don't affect me.
But that's why.
You can be a liar, honey. That's your choice.
You
You're in charge of your life. I'm in charge of mine.
Everybody who gets upset at liars is emotionally
because I don't
immature.
Disagree with her on this, by the way. Like, no, we don't. If you want to be a scheming, conniving, like, no, thank you. I don't feel like exhausting myself every day. I had a point in my life where I had a friend who every conversation we had was exhausting. Like, y'all know them people who you get home from work and you sit outside in the car for a little while. Y'all ever see that? Y'all ever see them dads who they just sitting in the car and then they kids come up the door, "Daddy's home, daddy's," and they're like, they saw me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, imagine being exhausted and then coming home and exhausting yourself. Like, I had a friendship like that. I don't feel like doing that anymore. No, disagree with her there. If you lie, I'm no, thank you.
Tolerate?
No,
Well,
what
because
I'm
I
saying-
don't.
You
I
tolerate
gave-
lies. He doesn't like to
Yeah,
tolerate
because I
lies.
don't tolerate liars. I'm emotionally immature for that.
You even getting loud now when I'm calm is a
No, because I keep wanting to talk
right
and low key. I keep cutting me off, so I'm trying to get my bars off.
He don't have control of his emotions.
This conversation is not about tolerating liars. It's about tolerating your emotions. That's not the right. Regulating is not the word I'm looking for. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to say it's about regulating your emotions. That's all. Oh, he lied to me, so I scalped him. Oh, well, that's like maybe maybe you should regulate your emotions better and not do that. So I'm supposed to just take it? No. What is with why is it extremes? I don't understand. Why is it extremes? Remember the example I gave you guys earlier when we were talking about the sort of divide between men and women, where it seems like research is saying women want men to open up, but men are saying, oh, but if I open up, women don't want me. And then, like, when you delve into it just a little bit beneath the surface level and kind of ask them to expunge on it, the man will be like, oh, so if you want an emotional man. So if I'm crying and I'm throwing a tantrum on the floor, you would stay with me. You wouldn't leave me. It's like they're either like, oh, I have no emotions, or I'm all the way at the extreme and there is no in between. And I don't understand why. Why is there such a jump? Like, oh, just because someone don't get loud and irate and start yelling just because wow, so I'm just supposed to tolerate lying? No. What? No, you're just supposed to regulate your emotion. That's it. Tailor your emotion and respond appropriately. Blow up at home like the rest of us, buddy. You think I don't get mad at work? Just curse in your car on the ride home like the rest of us, buddy. Stop yelling at people. I used to curse in the car ride home when I worked at McDonald's. To wash the dishes. There's 3 people in here. They can wash dishes. I don't say that at the workplace. I say it in my car on the ride home because I regulate. My neighbors go, what they saying? Hold up. Maybe they heard me. Shh, he's listening to us. I guess if I could hear them, they could probably hear me. They probably hate me. He's in there yelling at the computer again. Every night with this. Hey, Purple Level, welcome. Oh, I think she's talking on the phone to somebody. Oh my God, my first job ever, and I went to. I don't know. I don't know what she talking about. That's all I heard. She's very excited about her first job. It's such a teenage girl phone call. That's what it sounds like. Oh my God. And then I went to this thing. Like, it just sounds like a teenage girl, like a stereotypical teenage girl. Oh my God. Josh said he liked me. And then I saw him talking to him. Like, what? Who lives in this building? I thought we were adults here. Let's continue. Good to see you too, Purple Lover. Be sure to leave your like on the way in. Thank you. Leave y'all's likes. I appreciate that.
What did you say emotionally immaturity was?
And then you say jabs like that, which would make somebody upset. And then you'll pretend like I shouldn't be upset
That's
for talking like that.
That's all I'm asking is this, right? Because this is what I keep saying. Apparently, based on what I'm hearing, even you're saying it right now by me getting loud. Why is emotional maturity is equated to being calm and silent? Why? How is it maturity equates to just being calm and silent and letting people step over you? Because as I deal with it, I give you a clear situation where somebody disrespected my face, and because I'm matching the disrespect now, because you're getting me tight, I'm emotionally immature for that.
All right, so
Your only options are not let someone walk all over you or get loud with them. I think this man does not know how to communicate. Like, if you have boundaries, let's say you have a boundary, your partner doesn't know you have it, so they step over it, not to hurt you, but because they don't even know you have a boundary about that. Like, maybe you don't like being called bruh. Don't people call people bro and bruh? Like, maybe you're a woman and you're like, you find that very offensive being called bro, and that's a boundary because I don't know, you have a weird relationship with your femininity. It happens to people. And so being called this like upsets you a lot. Like, it's actually distressful. And he calls you bro. So you're like, hey, I don't like that. I find that blah, blah, blah. Please stop doing that. You don't have to be walked over, but you also don't have to like blow up on somebody. There are more options than just these two extremes. You would know this if you were emotionally mature. How are the walls this thin? I feel like they're so thick. When I go out in the hallway, the space is so big. Is it just hollow in between? I don't understand. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. I'm trying not to be nosy.
let me give you an example. If you go in a restaurant, your waitress comes up to you and be like, yo, what you want to eat, nigga? How you gonna respond to that?
I beg your pardon?
You would take it as they challenging you, right? Or it's like disrespect, them coming at you like that. They don't have an even respectful tone.
I beg your pardon.
That's how people are viewing what you're doing. Why do you have to always jump an octave
I
because
don't jump the
somebody does
octave.
something that you don't like?
Once again, you're clearly jumping over what I said. I don't come out the gate like that. If you're not lying to my,
Exactly.
you lying to my face, you're the first domino. If there's a whole domino effect, you lying to my face is the very first domino. So what comes after that is on you. I don't come out the gate saying, yo, what the fuck is wrong? I don't come out blacking. I can come how I react is what you do.
What if the person talking to you in the moment, you view it as a lie, but it's their truth? What if their truth is to you a lie?
We're not doing the semantics. If you look me dead in my face or we're in a group conversation and you're like, oh, what? I don't never do that to my boyfriend, blah, 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 knowing damn well you fuck 5 niggas on you. Bro, stop lying to my face. Or you lying in the presence of me, you're going to be mad.
You
So
find
it's not your truth. It's literally knowing it's a lie.
So you look at it as you want to air the person out. Like, you want them to air themselves out. Because sometimes people don't want to expose certain things about themselves.
You don't have to. And that's what I'm saying with me personally.
So the fact that if a person in a moment doesn't want to expose themselves in that way, you're like, you're getting me mad. How about you just know it's a time and a place? Have a conversation with that person after the fact. If you're in a group setting and the girl's talking about, she don't want to expose that she fucked 5 niggas, but you know and she know, y'all can talk about that later.
So that's what I'm saying.
Why are you going to react like you're getting me mad?
I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't do it. There's a time and a place for everything. So now when I go pull that person to the side and we have that conversation and then you want to start justifying why they were lying in a group of people, guess what I'm going to do?
Okay, but that's not the...
Am I allowed to get mad, yes or no?
No, you still not.
Bro, what is this scenario? We was in a group setting and she said, no, I didn't have sex with those 5 people. So I pulled her to the side and I said, tell the truth. And she still wanted to pretend like she didn't. But so I got angry and raised my voice because now you playing in my face. What? Girl, what are y'all talking What are y'all talking about? Why do people make up? Why? Why you gotta make stuff up to justify that you can't control your anger? What are you talking about? I don't understand the context. Where's Vice President Harris to tell us the context? Where? What? So if you have sex with 5 men and I know you're lying about, huh? That's crazy to me. Cause I feel like if you ask these men, if your homeboy was cheating on his wife, would you tell her? I feel like they're gonna say no. That's none of my business. I don't care. Like I feel like I can't verify this. I don't know what they would say actually. But I feel like their answer would be, nah, that's none of my business. That's just purely speculation, though. So maybe this is theater because they don't like women.
Not
And
allowed
this
to
is
get
why
mad.
this is why this
Because
emotional maturity
you
should lose
cannot, you
Are
cannot,
people ever allowed to get mad?
you should
Like,
never
clearly
get
they're
mad.
not.
You should never get mad because somebody else is making a choice in their life, is what I'm saying.
If the choice,
I don't think she's articulating well either. You can get mad. It's about the way you express your emotion. But I'm not faulting her because they are double teaming her for it is no reason for them to be going this aggressive towards her, and they can't even for them to not be understanding what she is saying. I feel like they are going hard. It's because ego and emotion gets in the way. So instead of listening, people want to be combative. He might have read the definition of emotionally mature, but that doesn't mean he understands.
He gets mad because people make choices. No one is in charge of Jordan's life but Jordan. Nobody else can do anything around him unless somebody
Patrice,
is literally...
if your job right now said you're fired, that doesn't affect your life?
That's different. What are you talking about?
You just said nobody's in charge of your life. Is that not affecting your life?
Jordan
Why
is
you
in charge
answer
of
questions?
Jordan. I've answered your question.
No,
If you don't
I
want to
just
accept
asked
the
you a
answer...
Is Jordan on my payroll? That's my next question. Maybe she is, because I don't know whose podcast this is. Maybe, by the way, maybe they are on her payroll. So maybe it is the same as being fired from a job. And she does have that control over her life. Stella, she belonged there. You might have came in late, but I think she belongs there. Maybe in the right setting, she would be different, actually. I don't know.
So what am I talking about?
Because what we're talking about is different than what you just said about
All right,
a boss.
cool.
We're talking about friendships in a conversation. If I'm having a conversation with Jordan
about
and I
people
choose to
lying,
lie to
actually.
Jordan, Jordan should take it as I'm gonna get angry because Patrice is lying. If I want to be a liar, let me be a liar.
But
You
what-
just take a note in your head like, yo, this bitch is a liar, and let it be that. Why are you getting upset and angry because I'm choosing to make a
But
decision
Patrice, you don't
that's not the
dictate
best?
what other people can get upset at. Just because you don't get upset at that doesn't mean somebody else won't get upset at that.
And it doesn't make someone emotionally immature because they
It
invoke
makes
a different
someone
emotion than you.
immature when
You
they
could get upset.
when they do not know how to regulate their emotions. The fact that person triggers
Define
you,
regulate.
the person is triggering you to where now you're angry because they did something that. How is that
Everybody has
person
different
lying?
So let me ask you this then. Flip it around, because according to you now, I'm not able to regulate my emotion because my emotion of choice is being angry. What if I said the same thing to you that I don't think you know how to regulate your emotion because somebody's disrespecting you in your face and you're playing it calm? You're emotionally
That's
immature
untrue.
for that.
It's levels to disrespect. Like, I don't take things personal. Funny, I don't. Like, it's levels, and I had to learn that in anger management. It's levels to disrespect. Like, once you take a situation personal is when the anger's...
I assume if you flipped it and said you remaining calm in situations is actually bad emotional regulation, I need you to explain why. Because I think the reason people would say that anger, and when people say that this is like an inappropriate, you're raising your voice or being loud, irate, and angry, I think what they're talking about is escalation, unnecessary escalation of the situation. So you would have to explain to me like how responding in a calm and collected manner would escalate things. Like, I mean, in some situations, maybe, like, I don't know, if you had a baby carriage and it rolled out into the street because you weren't watching, and then your wife comes and yells at you, and you're like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, maybe then, like, he gonna need to explain that to me.
gonna come. Not everything is personal. Like, if somebody's walking on the street, calling people names, yelling at people, I'm not gonna take that personal. It is what it is. That person's probably a nut. Like, you have to learn what's the disrespect and what's really not.
Whatever you deem as disrespectful, because you want to make
It's
things
not a
broad.
blanket
I'm gonna
term for
say it
disrespect.
directly. Whatever in your life you take as disrespect. If somebody directed that disrespect towards you, and I watched it happen, and I feel like, hey, by you playing it calm, you are not emotionally mature. What do you say to that?
That's your opinion. What I'm gonna do?
So I'm glad that we can say that then, because you love saying that. Once again, I'm emotionally immature. I mean, it can be your opinion, but like I said, that's not a blank. That's not a fact. Y'all say that like it's a fact.
I'm not saying it's a fact. It's just my opinion.
People got to stop using. I just want to have this conversation. People got to stop using that fucking phrase. There's nothing to measure emotional maturity.
He can't.
Y'all don't know what emotional
he can't
maturity
look
is.
up the definition. We tell you that you are, and you're
I don't match that definition. You want him to read it again?
read it one more time.
I don't match the definition
Because you right now aren't regulating your emotions.
Wait. Okay, well, there's no disagreement then. She said you're not. You don't match the definition. Now, what are y'all fighting about? What? Well, maybe they're just fighting the fight because he's not emotionally mature. So maybe they're just fighting the fight. What was the disagreement? Huh?
And you're
I don't match that definition. You want him to read it again?
read it one more time.
I don't match the definition.
Because you right now aren't regulating your emotions. You're getting
no,
loud
I am
for
regulating
what?
my
But you
emotions.
keep saying
And I think the escalation tended to lead to violence. I don't have a citation on that I can cite to immediately, but I'm pretty sure escalation leads to violence generally. So, like, if you have a man who's raising his voice at you and, I don't know, raising his fists or doing all this extra stuff, as opposed to having a conversation with you about how he feels, then yeah, I would think that the former is more likely to put hands on you or do something aggressive, which I hope we all think is bad, but maybe not all of us do.
he's not regulating because he's angry, and you keep saying
Like,
somebody
Why
immature
in this conversation does he have a energy of anger?
But what we're trying to ask you, which you keep not answering, is why does anger equate to being immature emotionally?
I didn't say it's my thing is you should be able to have a conversation with someone and it be a conversation where y'all don't agree. Why does anger have to be placed in it at all? Emotion should just be regular and calm.
But
Why are you
anger
angry?
isn't
I'm
emotion.
passionate.
I don't
Actually, I'm not even
understand.
angry. I'm a very passionate speaker.
And it says
Continue.
the ability to understand and manage your emotions in a way to help build relationships.
I was going to say, is he regulating his emotions in a way that builds relationships? But it doesn't matter because he said he's not emotionally mature in the first place.
Read it one more time so she can sit there and realize before she says I'm
He's
emotionally
emotionally
immature.
immature. That it is what it
But
is.
it-
That's my
you're-
opinion.
by-
And
by
that's
what-
my
by-
opinion.
by what?
I gave you an example, and you're gonna.
So it's not by fact.
If you're gonna come back,
So,
that
so it's
example
by
I
your
gave
opinion.
on my
So we're stating it's by
opinion,
opinion, correct?
The ability
It's
to
my opinion of you. I
understand
don't
and-
think
Wait, huh? Am I tripping? What? Again, do people not think we can't see from 15 seconds? Did he just say, I'm not even the definition of emotionally mature. Anyway, there's the definition and I fit it. You lied. Huh? Maybe I misheard. Hold up.
Sit there and realize before she says I'm
he's
emotionally
emotionally
immature.
immature. That it is what it is.
But
That's my opinion. And that's my opinion.
By what?
I gave you an example, and you're gonna.
So it's not by fact.
If you're gonna come back,
So,
that
so it's
example
by
I
your
gave
opinion.
on my
So we're stating it's
opinion.
by opinion, correct?
The ability
It's
to
my opinion of you. I don't
understand-
think
Alright,
that's my opinion of
that's
you.
what I just want to hear.
Alicia, they keep talking over her because they're emotionally immature. Self-admitted.
I said it was
So
a
it's not by
fact.
fact. That's all I want
When
to
did I
say.
say it
The
was a
ability to understand, he understands that he's angry, and he chose to manage it in a way. I don't understand that. Like that is the definition.
He chooses to project his anger.
It doesn't
on other
say. It
people.
doesn't say ability to manage it in a specific way. It says to build
I never said
healthy
it was a
relationships.
different
But you're,
my
you, again, you
my
keep,
thing is,
all right.
an opinion is only an opinion. You
Right.
can't ask
So every
somebody.
time you say it,
You
I'm just gonna say
cannot.
that's not a fact.
Even in this moment, you're getting.
That's not a
Even
fact.
in this moment, you're displaying it as.
That feels disingenuous, by the way. Oh, it doesn't say how you have to regulate. Oh, I get angry, so I go out and shoot people. So technically, the definition of emotionally mature doesn't say a specific way to manage your emotions. So I would be emotionally mature if I this seems like a whole disingenuous thing. Come on now, you know what we're talking about. Or do we have to break it down?
As we speak, you're getting angry because
I'm
of my
passionate.
opinion of something
I'm
you
not
asked
angry.
me.
You're assuming.
How are you gonna ask
You're
somebody?
assuming. You don't know.
How are you gonna ask somebody the opinion? They give you the opinion, and then you literally start acting like this.
Acting like what? I only started getting louder.
Acting like what? Acting like what? Dumbledore said calmly.
Gaslighting. You're now gaslighting
Like right
me
now, you're cutting
because
me
you're gaslighting me because you're literally in my face proving my point. And now you're telling me.
There's no point
Look
that
up
I'm
gaslighting,
proving.
please.
There's no point.
Look up gaslighting.
What is the point? What is the point that I'm proving?
Gaslight.
Look it up.
What is the point? What is the point that I'm proving?
That you're angry. Your behavior.
I'm not angry.
What you're
I'm angry.
projecting
What makes me
anger.
angry?
Why do you think I'm angry? Prove it. Prove it with logic and facts.
You
What makes me,
anger right now,
what makes me
Jordan.
angry right now? Because my tone is louder? That equates to anger
Outside
too?
of
Your
tone, why is he
mannerisms. Your
angry?
Why?
mannerisms. Your
My hands are in my
tone.
pocket. What equates?
Your hands not in your pocket, honey.
Like what? Oh,
What's gaslighting?
You can't talk with your
Be
hands.
See,
honest.
and then a honey little phrase, but that's not gaslighting.
It's
to say
passive
that.
aggression.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
by me moving my hands, that comes off as aggressive. I just want to know these things. What are the
I'm being
things that make aggressive, bro?
You look up gaslighting. Give us a definition, please. Be quiet so you can tell us.
That's like having a
I
rap.
can look it up.
That's like
Look it up for me.
that's like rapping with your hands in your pocket. Like no, there's a thing called wrap your hands every day. When you talk, most people speak with their hands moving as well. That's emotion. That's not making you angry.
Okay, and the emotion you're projecting is anger.
A
How do you-
form
what-
of
how do- how does-
emotional abuse.
I hate when people get called out and instead of taking accountability, they start philosophizing. I hate that so much. I hate it so much. Notice how I'm hating without fucking Excuse me. Without phrasing I was about to drop my one F-bomb for the video. I'm saving it for the end. But notice I don't have to yell into the mic. I do talk loud though. I'm being nosy. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like that. Wow, you're being so mad right now. You're yelling at me. Your brows are furrowed like this. You have crease lines because your face is stuck. Like, I don't know how to describe the angry face when your brows. You know what I'm talking about? Like frowning with the brows down. I don't know how to describe that. I guess your brows are furrowed. That's all I know. But and you're yelling at me and you're like throwing these gestures at me. Oh my God. Well, what is anger really? Is anger simply a hand gesture? Is it simply a facial expression? Well, how can you prove that I'm angry? Can we really prove that anyone is angry? I hate people who just, oh, now you a philosopher. You a philosopher now. I don't like men who cheat. Well, what is cheating? Is cheating simply a violation of trust, or is it a specific behavior? Or if you're expecting this, and let's say you expect some level of infidelity from all men in society, well, if I did it behind your back, would it really be behind your back? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. Well, while you figure that out, I'll be speaking with people who already know these concepts and have known these concepts since being a child. You go to your room, young man. I already knew at 6 years old what anger is. Man is philosophizing to avoid accountability. This is wild. Who says that I'm angry just because I talk to you in an angry tone? I could be happy and masking it. Bye. Without a philosophy 101 class is wild. It's out of pocket.
That involves manipulating someone into questioning their own reality, thoughts, and feelings. The goal is to make the victim question their own instincts and perceptions. Sorry, fucked up.
I don't know what a gaslighting is. I don't.
He just told you what gaslighting is.
And that's what I'm saying. Then that's what you think I'm doing to you? How?
Yes,
How
absolutely.
So?
Because
How so?
I'm the one feeling the energy coming off of you. And anybody that's in this room.
That's how you feel.
You keep saying that's how you
Excuse me, JD. So right now,
why does whenever somebody speaks, you speak over them? You
JD.
never let anybody finish when they start speaking.
Say
Go
what-
ahead.
finish
No,
what
I'm done.
you're
Go
saying,
ahead. Go ahead.
It's the cardigan.
What you mean, girl? You talk over them. Who cares? It's two grown men interrupting this woman. What you talk about? She interrupting you. Well, sorry, the middle of my sentence interrupted the beginning of yours, sir.
Aggression. Yes, man. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm good.
Go ahead.
I'm good, love.
Okay.
I just want to know.
Oh, honey, what did she say? Honey? That's what it was? I'm good, honey.
Like I said, we don't gotta sit there and harp on it.
Passive
I just want to be said that every single time you call me emotionally mature, I'm just gonna say you're entitled to feel that way because it's not a fact, and that's it.
It only matters to you and yourself, honey.
If you like it, I love
That's
it.
all that matters.
All right.
I just get called off for being passive aggressive, but she doesn't.
but I also
I am being passive aggressive, but I can openly say that. I know what I'm doing.
also
I'm not
being
going to
emotionally
gaslight.
immature right
I'm
now.
not going to gaslight you guys to feel
You're
like
also
I'm not doing what I'm
being
actually
emotionally
doing.
immature
I know
right
what I'm
now, by the
doing. I'm being passive aggressive.
And emotion.
Oh my God, passive aggressive? What are you talking about? Like, I'm literally being so normal right now. What is passive even? And what is aggressive? Like, can we really define such words, such concepts? What are you guys talking about? I hate people who they're being passive. Oh my God, what are you talking about? I'm being aggressive. I'm literally talking so normal right now. What do you mean? They're being passive aggressive. Actually. Like, actually.
What's that?
Why Google always turn on? Who said Google? Who said that? Who? When did I say it? Never. Never. Let's continue.
Emotionally
Absolutely.
immature.
Listen, man.
The aggressive is anger. That's very
I would just
emotionally
hope
immature.
that when we have discussions like this, we only speak in fact.
But no one said it was. You asked my opinion. I literally
did.
only gave an
So
opinion.
now going forward,
how are
I'm-
you going to ask someone?
Are you
their
gonna let me finish, or are you
opinion?
gonna keep cutting me off?
And then get mad at the
And then get
opinion
mad
they
when I
gave
get a
you?
little louder because you keep cutting me off, and then call me emotionally mature for it.
You just proving my point. But
I'm just asking questions. I'm
Continue,
just
girl.
asking questions.
And we say this
Continue.
because you say your opinion as if it's fact. That's how it comes.
So they really do think they owned her. I asked earlier, do they post this and know they look bad, or do they think they ate down? They really do think they ate down. Like, they both like, you being passive aggressive right now. You're not even letting us finish. You're the one who's being aggressive. Like they really are thinking they ate down, and they're gonna they're gonna love this. Like I think they had no idea that the reception to that clip would be negative. Mm.
Comes off.
If he took my opinion for a fact, that's between him and himself. I never said for a fact, Jordan, you are this. Because
Okay, Patrice.
I cannot say for a fact. I said you asked my opinion, I gave you my opinion. You didn't like my opinion. That's okay. You don't gotta like it or even agree with it. It's just my opinion, and that's all it is. I ain't God. I can't tell you what you are and what you're not. I can only give an opinion.
So you're a dictator, and I'm gonna stand on that. It's how I feel. It's my
and that's
opinion.
okay. And that doesn't matter to me.
It
I'm
do.
confident and secure with myself.
You
Whatever
see,
anybody feels about me,
you cavity your raps.
doesn't matter.
Talking about, man.
It doesn't matter. You know, come on. You know for a fact. I don't care about anybody. What anybody thinks of me. You know that.
You cavity, man.
Because if I did, I would not do a lot of things I do. I don't give a rat's ass what people think of me. Like, dislike. I don't care.
It's gonna make for some great clips. I had to ask him about the emotional maturity because I'm tired of women saying it. He's not emotionally mature. Every guy that I see gets called emotionally immature is because they don't let a woman step on them. Every time you give any type of pushback, oh my God, this is an emotionally immature man.
But it's nothing.
Yeah, I can't trust nothing they say. Because his perception is like, oh, she's stepping on me and I'm defending myself. It's not like they're having a conversation. Maybe I misheard him. Hold up.
Step on him. He's not emotionally mature. Every guy that I see gets called emotionally immature is because they don't let a woman step on them. Every time
You can let a woman step on you and be emotionally mature. Your kinks have nothing to do with your level of maturity. Nothing at all, sir.
give any type of pushback, oh my God, this is an emotionally immature man.
But it's nothing wrong with giving pushback.
Having
but
a backbone makes you immature.
It's how you speak to people. JD is on the same page with you, but JD's tone and the way he's speaking to me is completely different than how you're speaking to me.
I'm a passionate guy.
Again, you keep relating just tonality to being immature
and mannerisms.
mature.
That all matters. It all works in a whole big thing. It's not just that.
But question, if the way he communicated didn't bother somebody else, are they also immature because it didn't bother them, but it bothered you?
No, that's how they feel.
So, okay.
I'm the one that is directed toward.
If you go and punch a hole in somebody's wall and yell at them, but they're okay with it, yes, that's still emotionally immature. Yes, absolutely. It doesn't matter who you do it to. Or how they feel about it.
So I'm going to respond to what's directed at me, and what's directed at me in this moment.
When you say a blanket
What's
statement, like
directed
you're
at me
being
in this
immature
moment
because you're being loud and angry.
I gave one. He asked a question, and I gave one example. He immediately got into defensive mode when I gave my example of my opinion of something he asked me.
How do you know
it's not defensive mode?
I'm
explaining.
How do you know it's defensive mode? But they just know that she. What did she say? I don't care about your opinion. Yeah, you do. You're lying. But they just know. They just know the internal workings of her mind. They just know. But anytime he does something that anyone with a brain would perceive as aggressive, angry, irate, emotionally immature, suddenly it's like, oh my God, how can you tell what someone else thinks? You're not in their mind. It's impossible. Like suddenly it's like philosophy. I don't understand it. Well, I do. It's misogyny. Misogynoir.
I'm offering pushback because you are saying something about me. So I'm telling you.
And in my opinion,
is not
in this
true.
moment, JD, you're being a yes man in my opinion. And
being
it doesn't
a yes
matter.
man?
And that's okay.
So if I was agreeing with you, would I be a yes man to you?
If you was agreeing with me and saying the stuff you're saying, absolutely you'll be being a yes man.
Okay.
Because what you're saying, because you literally are here witnessing this whole thing transpire, and you're
it's not transpire. Like he just said 4 times.
You never stayed on topic.
And what he's saying 4 times to you is you're equating emotional maturity to quote unquote mannerisms and tone. Why am I emotionally immature? Let me finish. Why am I emotionally immature? Because I wave my hands when I talk and my tone gets louder.
And
why does that equate to being immature?
I gave you.
Emotional maturity is the ability to be honest about your feelings, build trust, and manage your emotions. Some signs of emotional maturity include self-awareness, empathy, healthy boundaries, responsibility, communication, stress management. Communication. You can express your thoughts and feelings honestly, and you can listen to others with respect. Being emotionally mature helps you reach successful resolutions to problems as well as keep them from overwhelming you. Emotional maturity, what it looks like. Takes accountability, is okay with being vulnerable, shows empathy, has a good understanding of who they are. Owning mistakes. I want to see like what they do. How did you respond to a recent stressful situation? When you're under a looming deadline at work, how have you expressed your need for a break? Did you snap at a coworker or blow off steam at the gym later that evening? Becoming upset with others and failing to acknowledge our own needs is a sign that you may need to develop your maturity. Are you often fed up with everyone and everything? When you're less mature, the world is full of minor annoyances and you're unaware of your own privileges. Think about how often a day you complain about others or different situations. Do you express gratitude or stay stuck in rehearsing everything that's gone wrong? Can you see how others may have had it worse? When things go wrong, do you usually pin the blame on yourself or others? While it's more than normal to have a crabby day now and then, if you're caught up in self-blame or finding fault with everyone around you, it's a sign you could stand to work on your maturity. Learning to see a situation with self-compassion and nuance where nothing is either black or white can help you avoid falling into the blame game. Maybe they should have read more. Maybe they should have went past the first page of Google. Just a little. Just the first link. And read a little bit. Oh my God, so I'm not emotionally mature because I blow off steam by yelling at you when I'm angry? Wow, but I'm literally expressing my emotions. Isn't that what emotional maturity is? Oh my goodness, what an irate, irrational woman. Good thing these logical males are around. Okay.
One example to how you're emotionally immature.
And you said,
Do you need to explain it again so
Go
we go
ahead.
through your head?
One more
'Cause
time.
I think it doesn't make. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
we've been
Okay,
going
go
on
ahead.
for this. I mean, can we get to the next
Go
topic?
ahead. No.
I mean,
Go ahead. I want to hear this. No interruptions.
I gave the one example that when someone speaks to you, you say, you're getting me mad. The fact that someone's response to you makes you immediately get mad to where now your emotions is out of whack because somebody did something or said something to you is how an example of what I feel is emotionally immature or how you display emotionally immaturity. That's my opinion.
So let me ask you a question. Is somebody allowed to feel a way with verbal disrespect? Yes or no?
Yes. But you literally said somebody lying to you. You said somebody lying to you. That's your personal feelings towards that.
No. Well, you see, look, you're trying
You're
to
allowed to feel.
Let me finish.
You're entitled to feel how you feel. But what you should not do is then turn around.
Again, emotional maturity is not you don't ever feel anything ever. It's specifically how you manage and express your emotions. That's all. Instead, I'm angry, so I'm about to express, like, instead of that, like, you maintain a calm, demure attitude.
Around and how you react matters. What are you talking about?
Let me know when you finish. You done?
How you react matters.
Are you finished? Yes or no?
I'm having a conversation with a child.
Okay,
Like,
so let me ask you something.
How many children you
So-
keep over
That's what I'm just trying to.
he asked me a question. He's
He asked
setting
you a
up,
yes or no question.
He's
You said
setting
yes,
up a
and you kept
question.
going.
He's setting up the question a certain way. So I'm giving a full example of everything that he's trying to set up in the question. I'm not
That's you,
stupid.
again, assuming
It's like
he
when
asked
you go to
still
court,
doing it again.
defense comes up and asks you a question.
I just
They
wanna
know
ask
why
a
they're
question.
setting up the question, so you're caught up in
Also,
that
when you're
particular
in court, you
thing.
get asked the question, you answer the one question, you have to be quiet until you ask the question again.
I just asking a question.
This is why they be tearing y'all up in the comments, both of y'all.
They can.
Because you the yes man and you the emotional.
Listen, we have a
You
large.
keep framing it that way, so your fans on your side are going to keep saying it that way.
The fans will talk.
I'm just asking.
They will talk.
All I'm saying is you just told me verbatim.
Fans, let us hear it. Are they emotionally mature? The fans will talk.
Right? I asked you yes or no. Am I allowed to feel a type of way
Absolutely.
through verbal disrespect?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. So now, how do you say that, but in the same breath say I'm being emotionally immature for displaying how I feel when someone verbally is disrespecting me?
That's not
and
what
you
I said.
responded with yes, you did, and you responded with by you saying, by the way I'm reacting, I'm showing somebody my emotion, and therefore that makes me emotionally immature. That's what you literally just said.
That is not what I said. I said, and I'll say it again because clearly it keeps going in your head and like bouncing off.
Say it.
Look, this punch a hole in the wall example gonna be tired by the time I'm done. This is the first thing I'm gonna ask him. So if I go and punch, do you think I can be emotionally mature if every time I get mad, I curse out my whoever made me mad and I punch a hole in whatever wall is nearby? No. Why? Because is there something about like specific actions and specific behaviors and tone? Like, is there something about these behaviors that makes it emotionally immature? Yes. Okay, then we can understand why your behavior is immature. No, you don't think punching holes in the wall is emotionally immature? Well, the conversation's done because I don't talk to people with less brain than me. You need to grow your medulla oblongata, grow your cerebrum, sir, and then we can have a conversation. You're supposed to do that when you're 25. That should have been your last year doing that, sir. I understand he's, I think, 47, maybe. It's a conservative estimate. And he may still be developing, but I don't have time for such antics.
One more
said,
time.
when someone talks to you, you literally say, in multiple episodes, you literally say, you're getting me mad. And you literally get mad saying you're gonna get mad. That's how you're being emotionally immature.
How? By telling you how I'm feeling? That makes me emotionally immature? Yes or no?
I'm getting a headache.
Yes or
I'm
no,
not
Patty?
responding to that.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Hollow voice.
Let's
Niggas
move on to
get
the
quiet
next
when facts
topic.
get thrown
No, it's
around.
not facts. Like,
You're
you're
not
not,
even
I'm not gonna
listening.
keep repeating myself. This is, let me guess. Fans, whoever y'all are. We literally have conversations. We literally have conversations like this on the phone, and I literally get to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna continue this conversation because
No, this is what women do.
don't
Like
get
you,
it.
when you start
just
realizing
don't
that you're
get
dead wrong,
it.
you wanna shut down.
It's no wrong and right in this conversation. You literally asked me my opinion. I gave you my opinion, and you're mad at the opinion I gave you.
I'm not mad at the opinion that you gave
If
me.
I would have sat
I'm
here,
debunking what you said, and now you don't want to have a conversation no more.
if my
This is crazy. This is like such a good representation of the gender war. Literally, it's literally it's women like, I want you to regulate emotion and not be aggressive, and the men are being aggressive, and the women are like, I don't like that, and the men are like, women, am I right? Irrational, am I right? Like, I don't know how to explain this better than what we're watching right now.
Because it's being debunked.
If I would have sat here and told you that you were emotionally mature, we would have moved on to the next topic already. But because it's something that you don't favor me saying about you, is why you're going back and forth with me.
No,
being
I
defensive.
want to know
because if I was a yes man and I told you a lie, it was in my opinion a lie, which is to tell you that you're emotionally mature when I honestly do not feel like you are, you would have been okay with that. But because I said something you didn't like, is why you're acting this way, and we're going over and over and over and over in a
No,
big old
the
circle.
reason why
you're trying to prove that you are, when in fact, not in fact, but in my opinion, you're not.
I just want you to not say something with so much confidence that can't be logically proven. That is my problem. And it's not only you.
My opinion is my opinion. I'm not saying, I'm not a dictionary. I'm not God. I'm not a dictionary. I'm not Wikipedia. I'm none of those things. You asked my opinion and I gave you my opinion. If you don't agree with my opinion, that is okay. You don't have to agree with my opinion. But why are you trying to debunk somebody's opinion? Why are you trying to prove to me something that you feel?
But why do you keep putting something on me that you can't logically prove? That's not weird.
I did not come out of nowhere.
I just have questions.
No, she logically proved it. She did. You might not have been aware, but she did logically prove her point. Actually, you proved her point. I wouldn't say logically, though. I would say you illogically, irrationally proved her point through being illogical and irrational and emotional.
I'm only asking questions. Why are you putting something on me that you can't logically prove? You like doing that? You just randomly say things about people? That's what you do? I just have questions, bro. I just have questions, bro.
I got to do a countdown because you have a way. I'm not gonna allow you to trigger me. I'm gonna let you have that.
Now this. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna come down to your level because what I'm doing right now is acting like a banshee like you, and I'm not gonna keep doing that.
acting like a
I'm gonna let you have
How
that.
can you sit here and, talk, and say things like that about him and speak like you're so much better than him? Like, how do you speak from that position?
That's how I
don't
feel.
understand. Okay.
That's how I feel. In this moment, I feel absolutely like that.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Listen, I only got one more. I only got one more topic. I only got.
think you're at.
I only got one more topic before we close this out.
I'm the queen of my own castle. It is
Oh,
what it
yes,
is.
miss. Let me help you.
I'm not gonna keep
just
getting in the
carrying
mud
it.
with pigs. But let's
Wow.
go to the next topic.
You see how they be? Before we close out with that, before we get to that last topic, I just want to say that. Like I said, I gotta stop calling people emotionally mature because there's no way to measure it. Y'all definition of emotional immaturity is.
Sorry, I just needed some pause.
is when someone doesn't offer pushback, or in her case, when somebody's mannerisms change or their tone is louder, you're emotionally immature. Yeah. Because I don't understand how emotional immaturity is equated that if you're angry, you're emotionally immature. That literally makes no sense. And they're saying,
Well, is your tone loud? Explain to me. When does your tone tend to get loud in your life generally? Explain that to me. Oh my God, my tone's just loud for no reason. No, it's loud for a reason. You know why it's loud. Y'all know exactly how men do when they get angry. They want to pump their chest. What did you say? They be getting real deep. Come on now. We're all grown. Staying on his knee. Let's look for it.
you don't know how to resonate your emotions. If I have a wheel full of emotions and I choose the wheel of anger, that's me picking that emotion. I guess I can be calm. I don't want to be calm because I want you to know that you are getting me tight. That doesn't mean I'm emotionally immature. That doesn't make sense. It feels like every single time a man does not choose the calm route, they are emotionally immature. And I just want to debunk that because it's not, you can't logically prove emotional maturity. Y'all just be saying it with your chest and it don't make sense.
It's Poncho, it's the producer. What's going on? This shit got real. Yeah, this shit got real. Yo, listen, you know what my thing is? It's like, it's not, you can pick the emotion of anger. That's not an issue in and of itself. But if you know that the emotion of anger like triggers people and it makes people feel a type of way and you're consciously picking anger, then why not pick another emotion that could resonate with other people better?
Because due to the definition, it's about how you maintain your relationships. And last time I checked, I haven't burned any bridges by moving the way I have moved. And actually,
you have a bunch of
my strongest circle. You're one of my best friends. So I guess
and we always argue.
And
Jordan and I argue damn near every day because I'm not a yes man. We argue every day because I'm not a yes man. Because I refuse to keep on feeding this ego of his. He acts like a banshee a lot, and I'm not gonna keep on thinking that him acting like a banshee is okay. You be tripping and I be tripping, and that's okay. But the difference is between you and I is that you could tell me something that I'm doing, and I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna get angry.
You do. You did this morning. That's what I'm saying. You capping for the cameras.
I did not get angry.
You capping for the cameras.
I did not get angry. I promise you I didn't. And the reason I've learned to
regulate.
So
when he tells you he's not angry, he's not angry. But when you say you're not angry, you're not angry.
Excuse me. I'm explaining what my anger looks like.
That's crazy.
I say all the time, I only know 1 and I only know 10. I don't know how to. I have not mastered regulating my emotions just yet. I'm still in the process of learning emotional maturity my damn self. But
so
in the
how
process
can you call somebody emotionally immature?
Excuse me. Let me finish what I'm saying.
I love these TikTok buzzwords because they make no fucking sense.
Anyways,
you just throw them around.
I don't know. I'm still.
That was more emotionally mature than like anything that they've said for the entire podcast. I'm currently not the best at managing my emotions. I'm working on emotional maturity. That's like the most mature thing that anyone has said during this podcast. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it. This is where I'm at. I can't quite control. Like what is emotional maturity? Wasn't it like accountability? Wasn't that like a main portion of it, or am I tripping? Yes, you're correct. I did get angry this morning. I can't quite regulate my emotions 100% of the time just yet. I'm working on it. Easy work.
Still learning how to regulate my emotions. So majority of the time, I try to stay I try to stay closer to 1 and I stay away from 10. Because when I get angry, I don't know. It's crazy. If I ever allowed my anger in a conversation with you to actually actually feel anger, we would have a fist fight. So I don't feel anger with you. I promise you I don't. I will come to you. I am crazy. I'm real life off. No, seriously. Real life, I'm off. Mentally. Like, I'm off. I will dead fight anybody. I will fight a man. That's how stupid I could be. But because I know that about myself, I stay towards 1. I sit here in 1 and I sit in the corner of 1 because if I get anywhere off of 1, I don't know how to regulate that yet. I'm still in the process I'm still trying to grow. So that's why you've never seen my anger. You may have thought you did, but that means I'm doing good because I have not felt anger with you. Trust me, I haven't. We would have already.
I could literally say the exact same thing. You could call this anger. I promise you, it's not anger. It's not anger. It's not anger. I'm passionate. All right?
You literally say, I'm only going off of what you say out your mouth. Because you say, I'm getting mad, and then you act like what is displayed as anger or madness is why I say, okay, you can't say, you're getting me mad, start yelling and getting aggressive, and then say to somebody, but I'm not mad.
All right, so let's if you want to go for the pod, because I say that on the pod.
Make it make sense.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to go for the
pod. Johnny has 6 apples. No, my mom can show y'all angry without yelling and being irate and all. My mom can show y'all. She gonna say it in a quiet voice. I'm gonna say it one more time. Johnny has 6 apples. 6 apples. When they do that little lip thing that moms do, didn't I tell you to get? When they do that right there. I can show y'all some emotional maturity. I can tell you a thing or two about it.
Pod. I say that on the pod because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. So yes, when I say you get me mad, it's to turn on the character, to activate, the little extra entertainment, the little razzle dazzle for the pod.
Oh my god, guys! I wasn't blowing up earlier. It's literally a character. I was just doing it for the vine. Oh my god! Nice save. Do we believe him, chat?
It's not in real life. I'm not the Incredible Hulk and say you're making me angry and I'm gonna break out my shirt. That never
Okay,
happens.
but
Because in real life, if I was really getting mad, I'm not the type of nigga that talks.
But you
either.
can't set something up, and then when a person literally feels that, you then turn around and say, "I'm tripping for." You literally display that, and I'm telling you, you're displaying that, and that's how you're making me feel. And instead of you toning it down, you heighten it more.
I'm sorry. That's how you feel.
So why, like, that makes no sense.
I'm sorry you
like,
feel that way. I can't control your emotions. Oh, it got real quiet, right?
It's not about being
I can't
quiet.
control
No,
your
it's because
emotions.
you're being very like you're gaslighting and being manipulative and trying to like sway me to feel.
Oh,
Like
here
you're
we
trying
go.
to. I'm gonna stand on my square.
TikTok
I know
therapist.
what I feel. I'm gonna stand
Gaslighting,
on my square.
manipulative narcissist.
You do.
Go ahead, throw all the words
listen.
in there.
I don't know if you're
Make a
narcissist or
pop
not,
gumbo
but
out of it.
what I'm saying is I'm gonna stand 10 toes down in how I feel and how you're making me feel. But at the end of the day, how I react is the only thing I can control. So in my reaction, I'm not gonna act like a banshee like you. I counted down from 10 because
You called me out of my name multiple times. You're the only person being disrespectful.
You're acting like a banshee.
I haven't done it
You're
the entire
acting
time.
like a banshee. That's how I. That's
Have you ever seen a banshee in real life? Do you even know what a banshee
in front of
look
me
like?
right now? I'm looking right at one.
See, disrespectful.
Banshee.
I've been disrespectful this whole time. But I'm the one that's angry. You see how it look? You see how it look? This is what logic look like. Ain't no logic in what you be saying.
I'd rather
bro.
call you a banshee than punch you.
All right, listen.
You should be
all right?
happy I'm calling you a banshee.
All right, I'm just being honest.
Banshee is a female spirit, by the way.
I'm just being honest. All right.
I'm just saying what you're doing is antagonizing. You're provoking.
I'm asking questions.
You're antagonizing and you're provoking.
I'm
You
asking
are.
questions.
And then you have your yes man in the corner, letting you feel like what you're doing is okay. And this is why.
She is absolutely correct on all fronts. I don't know why they pretended to do this. What I've been into lately are apparently there are these people who call themselves free speech auditors, and they just go in public places and record and just stand there, and people come up to them saying all time, and the police get called, and then the police are supposed to say, well, you're in a public place, so you're free to record, but sometimes the police be going crazy and antagonizing them and like roughing them up. Like, I'm not about to sit here and just play stupid. Like, I have not lived in a society for all these years. I'm not about to sit here and play. Well, how do we know the police was being aggressive just because he hit you with the baton? How do we know that that's not his form of calmness? Like, I'm not about to sit here and play this with you. I'm not. You're out of your rabbit ass mind. You have lost your damn mind. If you think I'm going to sit across from you and play this game, you are out of your mind. Oh my God, how do we know that throwing my boo-boo across the room is not emotional maturity? And that you're the emotional immature one? How do we not know that? I don't have the patience for it. She don't either, but she's stuck there until the end of the podcast.
This is why your behavior will never change because people around you don't tell you the truth.
Yo, man. I think it's a good app. We're probably gonna save that last topic. I'll just table it for another time, all right? Like I said, it was a good conversation. All right. There's gonna be a lot of clip-worthy shit, man.
This clip's gonna be crazy.
All right, I just have a question. That's it. I just ask questions. Because that's what the comments do. They kill me. So you know what? I'm not gonna get loud. I'm just gonna ask questions. That's it.
Oh my God, I'm just asking questions. Oh, I hate that phrase so much. I'm just asking questions. Oh my God, why are you so mad? All I'm saying is that Black men are 13% of the population, but they make up 50% of the crime. I'm just asking questions. Why do you think I'm trying to antagonize or try to say anything about? Like, I'm just asking. I hate people who do that so much. Oh my God. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, or whatever he's doing, or whatever they call it.
They don't like you already, so you can make it
I know they
easier.
don't. But and that's what I'm saying. So I can actually specifically make this a clip. Somebody in the comment section explain to me what emotional maturity is. That's question number one. And question number two, why is emotional maturity equated to being a calm individual? And question number three, why?
Somebody give me the definition of emotional security, emotional maturity, and then tell me why emotional maturity requires that you do the things in the definition of emotional maturity. What? I'm behooved. Excuse me, bewildered. Behoove is not the word. Behoove is not the word. I am bewildered. It would behoove you to use the correct language and correct yourself when you don't. It's okay to make mistakes. I am bewildered. Wow, how come I have to be the definition of emotionally mature to be emotionally mature? No.
If someone chooses the route of being angry / I guess, upset, that makes them emotionally immature. That's all I got to say. Any last words?
Do you think Myron is emotionally mature?
I don't know what
Who?
emotionally
Say it
mature is
again?
because there's no
It's
way to
who?
measure it.
Say it again.
Do you know who? You ever watch Fresh and Fit?
Gotta stop saying them niggas on this pod, bro.
Do you think he's emotionally mature?
I don't know because there's no such thing as emotional maturity because there's no way to measure emotional maturity. And I'm gonna keep saying that because y'all.
Oh, he watches Fresh and Fit. Ew. Well, you can see where they take their inspiration from. So he must be fresh. Cause he ain't the other one. So he must be fresh and the other guy must be fit.
I keep throwing this on people when there's no way to measure it. It's how you feel. So if you feel that somebody is emotionally immature, then you're entitled to feel that way. That's not a fact.
That's
exactly what. You told me I'm emotionally mature because of X, Y, and Z.
Let's close out the pod. I'm so sorry.
If you feel I'm emotionally mature, you should have just said I feel like you're emotionally mature. If you have reasonings to justify that, that means you're trying to make it a fact-based thing. And you feel that way. That's not factually
You asked my
proven.
opinion. I gave you my opinion with an example.
And I debunked. And you got mad.
But there is an example of what you've.
And
I'm trying to see where he debunked something. Where did he debunk that her claim that he was emotionally immature? I must have missed that. Here, y'all, let's watch the whole hour-long podcast again. We got to find where we must have missed the part.
Anyway, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, hit the bell notification at the top so you don't miss any of our drops. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. You feel me? The last time y'all gonna see us.
All right. Well, wow. How do we feel, guys? How are we doing after that? It's bedtime. 10 p.m. Eastern. Well, that can't be the last thing I watch before bed. Let me find us some memes or something, because just frustrated me. That wasn't even fun. Just a headache. I don't have any comments on the podcast. None. Like at all. Anyway, let's see what we got going on.
Would you rather be born with one leg?
I completely understand. I completely understand. Was that emotionally mature? Look at how he communicated it. Look how he he didn't yell. He didn't. Man. Okay. Let's see what's going on here.
How forest is a gift. How forest is a gift.
Okay. Okay.
Right onto the center platform. Right onto the center platform.
Why is this man in her camera like that? This is why you can't ride. This is why you can't ride the subway in New York. Jump scare. Wait, is his face a mask? That's not a mask. What do we have here? My attempt to restart my diet every Monday.
I'll have an apple juice.
Oh, we don't have apple juice, sir.
Then I'll take a vodka and tonic.
And that's that on that. Understandable, understandable. Kills my knees. A man sued his employer for a rape.
Man's
Huh? Wow. Is this really what it's like for people who are 5'2"? Oh, copyright music. That's crazy. 5'2" people really have it rough out here. What's going on here? What started as a simple argument on the metro escalated fast. What? They going Hawk Tour for Hawk Tour? No, the way that, so the Hawk Tour girl, actually, let me quickly cover this. The Hawk Tour girl made she has speed ran the fame to whatever pipeline, right? We all know how this goes. You get your 15 minutes of fame, you try to capitalize on it as much as you can. I'm talking about Hawk Tour t-shirts, Hawk Tour mugs, Hawk Tour all this. Now you got a podcast because you feel like you have something important to tell the world. You just have something important to tell the world, apparently. And now she's already made a crypto coin that apparently was a scam, allegedly, and swiped people for their money. Like, just speed ran it. How long has it been? It's been like a month or two? Or am I tripping? She just speed ran like that? What? This is usually a years-long process. The only thing she's missing is talking to a child. That's all. That's how it always ends. Hawk Tour girl was found talking to a 13-year-old. That's the only thing she's missing from this speed run. And then her 15 minutes to end will be completed. The circle will be complete. Now let's watch these men not kiss. Oh, the funny thing I was going to say is that the name of the crypto coin scam thing was Hawk. And then like people in the comments were saying, oh, now she said she's going to make a better coin that's not a scam and she's going to call it Hawk 2. All right, let's watch these men not kiss. It's the way this concerned woman is trying to separate them. I don't know what like is going on here. Like I'm genuinely. What is this? Why are they doing this? Why? Are they just blowing in each other's face? If that was my husband, I'm not kissing him ever again. Understandable. Kiss fighting championships. I can't read that comment. Okay, let's see what else we got for you guys. Oh, it has copyright music on it. Understood. What's going on here? Poor people using fancy taps. What? How do you use it though? Why does everything have copyright music on it?
My girlfriend is black And we found out recently from our doctor that we can't have kids. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Dr. Umar. So my girlfriend is black. And we found out recently from our doctor that we can't have kids. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Dr. Umar.
Not the cross reference. We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. I've had a crush on you this entire time, and I really, really like you.
I hate that for her. I need a follow-up.
Listen and we don't judge. I've had a crush on you this entire time.
Her face. Oh, I didn't catch
that.
I
really, really like you. We listen and we don't judge. I've had a crush on you this entire
It took a split second. Anyway. That's horrible. It's horrible.
I'm here with Perk 30? Perk 30. Kidding. Okay, what was the best day of your life?
When my son was born.
Okay, what made it so special?
Him coming.
I'm here with Perk 30?
Perk 30.
Kidding. Okay, what was the best day of your life?
When my son was born.
Okay, what made it so special?
Him coming.
I'm here with
Okay, so I'll play my outro and we can have a brief after show. Thank you guys for sticking around. Be sure to leave a like.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Swallowed up. Swallowed. Been swallowed up. Swallowed.
Truly sad that the CEO killer has been caught. Y'all know what's interesting? It's all types of things showing up at a coincidental time. This scene from The Incredibles showed up on my timeline today, and I forgot, but the Mr. Incredible, I don't know if that's his name. The strong one. The strong one, I forgot he was an insurance agent in the first movie, and he was like, his job is supposed to be making the company money by denying as many claims as possible, but he like sneakily tries to give his clients care that they need, and his boss gets mad and he throws him through a wall. Y'all know the scene, right? If you don't, I recommend going to watch it. They like portray the insurance agent guy so well. Like, this is the perfect boss character. Like, he's the perfect voice, the perfect presentation, like, of his character, his animation, like everything about this character was perfect. He was the perfect guy for the job to portray this money hungry boss. Absolutely the right guy. Absolutely. So it's interesting that these are showing up. These are showing up now that this has happened. Also, I'm seeing some videos on YouTube about play it. Y'all want me to get copyright so bad. Y'all want me to get Courtney J has apologized for her transphobic comments. I just see that in my feed now. I haven't talked about that at all. It just popped up. On YouTube, I've been seeing all types of video about healthcare companies generally, but also United specifically, and how they lead in denying claims, and how they got AI now to deny people's claims automatically, and how they try to make the process take as long as possible so that people don't follow up, because people were less likely, if it was too complicated to get insurance, people were less likely to do it even if they needed it. And the more people they deny, the better their company looks to shareholders. Like, hey, this is how little money we pay out to the people who are insured. We deny this many people, and apparently that looks good, because the more you deny, the more of their money you keep, obviously. So it's interesting that these videos started popping up at this time. It's interesting and it's petty. And I like petty. So McDonald's so scared they brought the McRib back. Look, these CEOs they taking all of they top executives information off of these healthcare websites. Let me go to United real quick. Let me see if they got the new CEO up there. Yep, there he is right there. They didn't learn. I can't even search United Healthcare and get to their. Oh, there we go. I tried to get to their actual page, but it wouldn't let me because there's so much news. The only thing that was coming up is news. I'm looking for About Us. And don't they have like a Our Team section? Let me see. Nope, it's gone. Where's the team? Here, meet the team. It'll always be like the company I work at has one. The company I used to work at has one. It's always like meet the team, and it won't be the team at all. It'll be like the CEO, the executive officer, the finance officer. It'll be like the top 5 people in the company talk about meet the team. I never saw them in the field. They wasn't mopping. They wasn't sweeping with us down in the trenches. So yeah, I guess they took it down. I don't see it on their website. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. No, they took that down quick. Let's go to what other healthcare is there? There's AmeriHealth, Aetna. I don't know how to pronounce that. Athena? All right. So let's see. Athena, if we go to their page, will we see About Us? Nope, it's gone. I swear there used to be areas here, and it would be like you can click the About Us tab, and on the About Us tab, it would be like meet the team. And when you click on that, you would see like, oh, here's one, our leadership team. Huh? Is Aetna CVS? Are they CVS? Is Aetna CVS? It took me, so they do have a meet the team tab, but it took me to CVS. That's interesting. Okay, they got their info up here. They took photos down, but they still have their names. So I'm just saying, it looks like people are scared. Rightfully so, they should be. I didn't know Eat the Rich was going to happen in my lifetime, but here we are. People are upset that their healthcare sucks and will continue to suck. And RFK is talking about fluoride in the water and vaccines, and so that's our healthcare team moving forward. So you can decide for yourself if you feel like it's going to get better or worse. Anywho, so sad that the suspect was caught. Hopefully, hopefully the jury finds him not guilty, because like I said earlier, this man was helping me, literally. This man was helping me feed my fish that night at that time. Like, I remember it clear as day. He was like, he couldn't have been there. So I think honestly they're arresting the wrong person. Somebody said he's clearly guilty. Sentence him to 10 hours community service and a $50 fine. How they find this? How often do the police do this for like you? Not you, individual, like you, the people. How they have an infinite amount of resources to go on a manhunt across the United States of America, a joint operation. $7,000 people swear he was with them all week. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Like, if you're a CEO, you have all of the resources available to you if a crime is committed towards you. like everything. That is wild. Like you wouldn't think it would be so overt. You would think the police would try to like hide the investigation and like pretend like they treat rich and poor people and middle, like they treat everybody the same with the same level of scrutiny. Like you would think they wouldn't make it so overt that if you have money, then we'll like not even it's not like the legal field where if you have money, you can pay a lawyer to dedicate time to you as opposed to having the free lawyer who has to handle like an extreme amount of cases and can't dedicate as much time to you. Like, but it has to do with how much you can pay them. Like, it's not even like the wealthy people pay the police directly. Do they? Hold up. Let me do some Googling. I feel like you couldn't directly pay the police. You could probably do something like, I don't know, support Back the Blue or something that the money goes to the police department. So maybe you could do like indirect corruption. But I'm pretty sure you can't pay the police directly. But I don't know. Sounds like a rich people question. Clearly, I'm not in their bracket. Clearly, I'm not. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good night. Hopefully we can finally discuss Sky Jackson, Kiki, and all of this mess going on publicly so I can put that behind me. How come the job I applied for when I didn't have a job is hitting me up now? It's too late. I'm working now. I'm happily employed. Why didn't you reach out to me when I was unemployed? Why now? Why is it always now? I don't need it now. And what if I get fired today? I guarantee if I get fired today and I reach out to these people who just reached out to me today, suddenly the position's not going to be open. I feel like they're in cahoots with each other. You try to make us feel understood. No, the way I'm watching these CEOs talk about, oh my God, literally, you have to, there's nothing wrong with denying some claims. What, you don't want, how are we supposed to make money if we just approve everything, like literally like evil? Just straight eat like a supervillain. Like I just opened a comic book and they flew out. Super Scott. Well, no, water shouldn't be a human right. Don't you think that's a little crazy? No, what? No, that's like what? You think every human should have access to water? Well, how are we going to make ourselves? I'm not kidding. It's a whole Nestle, I'm pretty sure the Nestle CEO was doing that interview. How are we supposed to sell water if it's just free for everyone? Not everything needs to be free. Well, no, we're not saying everything, just like water. Just water. They can still pay for your water if they want to. Anywho, y'all have a good night. I will see y'all probably on the weekend.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
Whoa. I almost forgot to ask you guys to leave a like on the video. You're not going to sit here and bump and dance to my music and not leave a like on the stream. That is inappropriate and rude. Thank you and good night.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Been swallowed up. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?